For those seeing insecurity today, I want to assure you that we are praying and that the bulls you see today, the terrorists you see today, with the ingenuity of our president and the support and prayers of all Nigerians, you shall soon see them no more. May God bring stability to Nigeria. May God grant us peace. May God grant the peace to the APC family. And may all those who have joined us have victory in 2027 and beyond. In Jesus' name I pray.
Do you think that religion is driving us into a place of development or is holding us back as a nation?
I oppose the argument that religion is undermining Nigeria's development.
Too much religion is holding us back.
How is religion working for us? The first thing you notice when you come to Nigeria is the absence of love. We can't have 5 to 10 churches on every street, and we are looking for the love.
It is not that religion. It is the people and what they do with the religion.
We have so much of religion, but so little results. Where's the prosperity? Where's the love? Where's the... So you say, okay, God loves us, we are religious. So how come the Japanese are the ones enjoying their own heaven on earth? They are developed. We don't have anything, but we have this God that favors us. But when we truly list what really favor is according to still us, prosperity, health. Do you know Nigeria has the 2026 statistics? Shortest life expectancy rate in the world, 54 years. Which country has the number one? Hong Kong and Japan.
Bishop Oyedepo, there are several videos of Bishop Oyedepo, online, speaking truth to power.
Do you think that at this point in time, religious leaders should still be speaking from the confines of the church?
Sometimes we deliberately leave those who are responsible, those who we have ceded our powers to, and who are supposed to use the Commonwealth to fix those problems, and then we look for easier targets.
Do you think that religion is driving us into
but what do they do with the giving? Pastor is driving bulletproof
It is the people that are misinterpreting it, but let us not focus
on... That means 99% of our pastors are misinterpreting it.
Let us not. Welcome to the Honest Bunch podcast. Thank you so much for your support. We see the reaction to the episode that featured Reverend Christy Bature. Thank you so much. We been done pledge say na impactful conversations when go change the lives of people positively. Now we they carry come, and that is why we're Africa's leading voices. Important information because info laugh info. CD care. If you want to buy your gadgets and you don't want to have any issues at all, when we say you can't regret, had I known the last comment of a fool, CD care there for you. They have a plan that makes it a lot easier. And at the midpoint of your installment, they go carry the thing, can't give you in perfect condition. Why stress yourself? Where CD care show you care. CD care, they show you. Another very, very important one, now Resida. Because everybody deserves to own a piece of the earth. Very, very important. God will not let you put your money where you will now come out and be doing justice for me, justice for her. He gets many of these people who did this business where we say they call out sins, wicked people, but nobody has ever called out Resida because integrity is the watchword. So please, you get what they call land banking. Put your money there. Then go get the experts. Then when go they till the soil, your money go they come your pocket. Your land they safe and you'll be very, very soft. In this age and time, we need multiple streams of income. Importantly, tap send. Money transfer app, the best in the whole world. Whether you did Canada, USA, UAE, anywhere around the world. If you want to send money and ensure that it is smooth and very swift, tap send is your go-to. And if you use the Honest Bunch podcast code, Honest Bunch 20, you're definitely going to get something in your first transaction. So what are you waiting for? Use tap send and have no issues whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the amazing quartet. And I'm going to begin with the lady who some people think said they fish shame her by calling her pick me. She said, no, I will wear the crown. I will wear it with pride. I will strut my stuff and I am going to speak up. You can never silence me. The one and the only T-I-T-I-T-T!
Hi.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Adazulezu. Asankpokoto.com. You must spread salt where she's walking past because she's the salt of the earth. And light must come because she's the light of the world.
Win one.
Ladies and gentlemen, win one. By the special grace of God, incoming, the one and the only, Adazulezu, asankbokoto.com. Zidi portion the mama.
Isokwa. I
Isokwa.
love Eleukwe. Because I've been putting in work in the gym.
Yes.
And it looks like the ukwe is coming out.
Yes,
This
yes.
one, you added it to my intro.
Yes. It's showing. We thank the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, veteran broadcaster, a man that I am very sure, if he were born in the Old Testament, he would sit in the courts with King Solomon. Wisdom choke, intelligence plenty, knowledge day. In fact, I won't believe, say, if to say in there at that time, now he go whisper to Solomon, say, divide the baby. Because Solomon say, slice this baby into two. And then the real mother can say, no, don't kill the baby. Give her. And that wicked one can show her wickedness. Ladies and gentlemen, a local boy who has gone international, the star in the Star Boy, the man who redefined radio and made it what we love today, the one and the only, Daddy Free!
Thank you.
Yes. And yours truly, Ezuguchukwu, aka husband material. Please follow me on
You
Instagram.
know where your Tinubu cap today.
No, normal Ijebu style cap. I don't know people got the tell me I don't be city boy. No, now Ijebu cap I wear normally.
I beg you, he's for everybody, he's for nobody.
For nobody. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in the studio who is going to preside over this episode. This episode will be very, very special. It will be thought-provoking, it will be passionate, it will be very engaging. And you'd have the opportunity to join in the conversation, whether in the live comment section or when you share your thoughts. This lady na person will be say, when it comes to broadcasting, she's sabi and well. She's a natural. No be all those people will go do spray, oi. In the natural and generic way when she did, bringing intelligence, bringing charisma, bringing creativity to broadcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only African queen, Alexis Ukpabi! You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
For a second, I didn't even know that was me. So
Yes.
I've heard your name.
My name before.
Yes, now.
It looks like I'm starstruck.
Interesting. So Alexis Ukpabi would preside over the conversation today. What we want to discuss is very, very intense. And I'm very sure that everybody will definitely have something to say in this conversation.
Yes, so without no further ado,
Yes.
I actually believe that religion is different in every part of the world. Religion in the UK is different from religion in Canada and religion here in Nigeria. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so in 1 minute, I want to know your stance, isn't it? Do you think that religion is driving us into a place of development or is holding us back as a nation? In 1 minute.
It's holding us back.
Why do you say so?
Too much religion is holding us back.
For example?
We are Christians, we are Muslims, we are native people, whatever. I mean, we have spirituality. We believe in whatever we believe in. But don't let it encroach in your normal life also as a human being. I'm a Christian. Even Jesus had a personal life. He had things to do. Even the disciples. I mean, there are some churches that the pastors have work. You should have hand work. So, if you don't do work, how are you going to eat? Okay. So,
how about you?
All right. So I oppose the argument that religion is undermining Nigeria's development. Because when we look at Nigeria as a country and religion and what it teaches, it is essentially about sustainability. And values such as honesty, hard work, charity, love, peace are some of the teachings that are paramount in the major religion practices in Nigeria. So if, for example, in Christianity, you are admonished to love your neighbor as you love yourself and do everything that you can to see that in your actions, people see that you are leading a life worthy of emulation. I think that it is the misinterpretation of that and not religion. So leave religion, focus on the identity of that person. If that person is a bad person, it is not about the religion. It is that person, because the religion in itself teaches that you show love, you act right, and be a good person.
All right. Well said. Titi, how about you?
I support husband material.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I believe that religion is just that practice that we all blame when we refuse to take accountability of our
Okay.
own lives. Now, I know that I am a very huge fan of accountability, personal accountability. So I believe that we are given this practice to make things right. So it's just like how, if I say that you are mad today and you get angry, I can say it tomorrow and you won't. It depends on how you take it. So I believe that people who brought religion to us don't have any capacity over how we utilize it. But the actual purpose of religion is to set things right, put things in place, increase our capacity when it comes to morals, doing the right things and all of that.
Okay, well said. Ready, freeze over to you. In 1 minute.
I wish I could have longer, but let me just rush through this.
Yeah.
I'm a man of numbers. People lie, numbers don't lie. I'm a man of results. How is religion working for us? Statistics. Top 10 most religious countries on earth are also among the top 10 poorest countries on earth.
Okay.
Top 10 least religious countries on earth are among the top 10 most developed and wealthiest countries on earth. Of course, there's no absolute 100 and there's no absolute 0. You see it's 1 or 2 religious countries here, but they are exceptions, not the rule. Husband Material listed a long list of things. Love. The first thing you notice when you come to Nigeria is the absence of love. We can't have 5 to 10 churches on every street and we are looking for the love. We can't have mosques everywhere and we are looking for the love. Compare your parents, because they are a generation that has finished their service, to the Japanese or the Chinese. Google this, don't take my word for it. The head designer at Honda is 84 years old. He looks more fit than Husband Material and I.
Okay.
He is not religious. What am I trying to say is, by the time our parents are 84, they are dealing with diabetes, hypertension.
So do you think that has to do with religion? So let me...
what I'm saying is, we have so much of religion, but so little results. Where's the prosperity? Okay. Where's the love? Where's the... So you say, okay, God loves us, we are religious. So how come the Japanese are the ones enjoying their own heaven on earth? They are developed. We don't have anything, but we have this God that favors us. But when we truly list what really favor is, according to still us, prosperity, health... Do you know Nigeria has the 2026 statistics? Shortest life expectancy rate in the world, 54 years. Which country has the number 1? Hong Kong and Japan. So even we can't, they are more irreligious than we are. But even their own little religion, whatever it is working more than our own. We have no results. And then you say love. Religion helps us to be moral. Really, our politicians sit down to do meeting where they launder the country's finances.
Before we go to politics, wait. You caught my attention when you said that we are the most religious yet we're poor. Do you think that that's true? That people who are most religious, like even in case study Nigeria, because we are overly religious is the reason why we are poor? Because statistics said that we're, high with the rate of poverty.
So I disagree that it is religion that is responsible, or you want to tie it directly to the state of poverty. Now, there are certain factors that must be in place and certain actions that those who are involved in that setup must engage in so that they can break free from poverty and maybe embrace prosperity. Let me give the example of Saudi Arabia, custodians of the most holy sites in Islam. And then you compare that to maybe Afghanistan. It's still the same religion practice that is dominant there. Yeah. But when you see development, you see that there's a difference. Like I have said, it is not that religion. It is the people and what they do with the religion. So if you misinterpret it, it doesn't still change that the teaching, for example, is that act in a certain way. For example, in James, we are admonished to walk while we also keep faith. Yeah. So if you keep faith and you do not walk, you definitely not see the result. 2 plus 2 will never give you 5. You must adopt strategies that will give you a certain result. And when you fail to do so, that's where there's a problem. So I don't think that the prosperity that we see or economic abundance is because of religion. It is as a result of the failure of people to take advantage of structures in place or the deliberate action of certain people to continue to pull people into poverty.
There's something
Okay.
that husband material said, and
yeah.
I picked it and I wanted to react to it real
Okay.
quick.
Mhm.
Husband material said in the Bible that they say walk.
In James, yeah.
In James, they say walk while you also
Have faith.
faith.
have faith,
Yeah. Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Is it realistic in Nigeria to work as much as to be productive? And I'm going to give you an example.
Mm.
On Sunday, you go to church.
Yeah.
On Monday, there's a
Midweek
Monday
service.
prayer. There's a Monday prayer.
Mhm.
On Tuesday, there can be departmental prayer, and everybody is encouraged to join the department.
Yeah.
Wednesday, there's midweek
Midweek.
service.
Mhm.
Thursday, something is happening in church. Friday, something else will be happening. And there are some people that would go there because, you have to serve God.
Mm.
Serve God, be in God's presence for him to bless you. And I'm going to ask, how will he bless you when you're spending your time there every single day, seeking for his face?
But there's a passage in the
Can
Bible
I
that
say
says that
something
God
about
works for
that?
those who works in his vineyard.
So if in his vineyard, please make it make sense to me that you're working in his vineyard by being in the church every single day of the week, almost every single day of the week.
Mhm.
How will he help you? Will money just come down from the floor in the congregation and you pick it up?
Okay,
You have
so-
to be at work. You have to use your craft.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Mhm.
If I go to church on Sunday,
Mm.
I'm not saying don't go for midweek service. I can go for midweek service.
Mhm.
But there is time. Midweek service. If midweek service is after work
Mm.
in the evening,
Mhm.
fine,
Mhm.
no problem. But imagine that people are having ministries.
Mhm.
Ministries on Tuesday afternoon, ministries on Wednesday afternoon, ministries on Thursday afternoon.
Pray without ceasing,
As
they
a
say.
matter of fact, when
Mhm.
I was younger in
Mhm.
Aba,
Mm.
there's our neighbor, he's a landlord.
Mhm.
The wife took one flat, the flat at the back, and turned it to ministry
Church.
because she had a calling.
Mm.
On a hot afternoon,
Mm.
Tuesday,
Mhm.
and every other day of the week, when
praying.
people should be going to their shops
Mhm.
and opening their shops and selling,
Mhm.
they are at her ministry. And after, they are going to give offering.
Wait.
And imagine that I'm a remote worker and I'm working from home,
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah.
by the side.
Mhm.
The sound of their speaker is not letting me get creative. So she's not only doing the people that are coming, she's also affecting me that is the
Doing
neighbor that
service.
is trying to work.
Okay.
In the
let's
night,
go-
there's
let's-
night vigil. There's night vigil every night. I can't sleep. So if I'm awake at night, how am I going to be productive at work? Me that I'm not even doing the thing with them.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I see you're speaking
affects
from a place of a lot
everybody.
of pain, and I agree with you. We've been through one of yes. I have people in my environment that do vigil every other time. I don't know who they are praying for, what they are praying for. But Titi, you wanted to say something before?
Yes, first of all, not everybody is a 9 to 5 hour that works during the week. And realistically, when there is service on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it is not subjective to everybody
Everybody.
must come. These services have been placed so that, if you're unable to come on Monday, you still get a chance on come on a Wednesday for a Wednesday service, so you can still serve God. And when you're talking about, you are working from home and then there's disturbance, if mic that they are using to sing praises to God does not disturb you while you're working, other things can disturb you. A child shouting in the area can disturb you. People fighting can disturb you. Noise from cars can disturb you. So it's not really the noise that you are like, it's not, the religion is not trying to disturb you. It's just something that realistically happens if a church is next to you. It does not mean that religion was designed to disturb you.
Can I also answer to that? You said
want to
noise.
talk,
Sorry,
I never reached my
Daphne,
turn.
sorry. You said noise from fighting can disturb me. Noise from cry of a baby can disturb me. Those are short-lived. In a whole afternoon between 11 to 5, the ministries, you know how services are. It goes long. A child will not cry from morning to night. It's not possible that your neighbor will fight from 11
There are
to
not
5.
services.
Okay.
from
Hold
morning
on.
to
Hold
night.
on.
There are ministries.
From morning to
There are
night.
ministries in Aba.
Hold
You
on.
have not been to Aba. I'm even going for on the mainland. when I
Hold
came
on.
for youth service,
Yeah.
the place I slept the first night when I left camp, I did not sleep.
You are
because
born
their
for you are
neighbors-
born for this. Maybe you should actually join ministry. That's what I have to say to you. So that it frees over to you now. Because they keep disturbing you.
So this is very important,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm going to make a controversial statement, and this is going to lean more towards churches.
Mhm.
The church is not the house of God. The church building is your pastor's warehouse, and you are his goods.
Wow.
Know this and know peace. I put it to every, especially Pentecostal churches, I put it to you guys today. Publish the name on the deed of the land of that church.
Yeah.
Make it public. If it is owned by a company, run the directors of those companies that own those lands. We are not going to church to serve any God. We are going to church to build an empire for a pastor who is going to hand it over to his children. It is a business.
Every church?
Pentecostal.
Wait.
If show me, come, and you're
So
going
in
to
your
be
point,
transparent.
where is the house of God?
The Bible is very clear. Acts chapter 17, verse 24, and Acts chapter 7, verse
So you know that
48.
they said if the gathering of his
brethren,
people
of brethren.
be where 2 or 3 are gathered, he's there. So if you're going to say,
the Bible
I'm
is
just
clear. It said God does not live in. I was just giving you the Bible verses.
Yeah.
Acts chapter 7, verse 48, and Acts chapter 17, verse 24. God does not live in man-made buildings. So the church building is not the house of God. But they need you to come there so that you can give your offering, so that they can keep you in a certain state of mind, so that they can make money off you directly and indirectly. And I still go forward and backward and still come back to the same place. We go to church, we go to mosque, we have nothing to show for it.
Is that a problem? Like, is that
Yes, a problem.
religion's fault? The fact that you have nothing
because
to
of
show
the
for
promises of religion.
okay. So
We are God's special people. Show us what is making us special.
So you say there are no Nigerians who are religion that are actually making it. Is that what you're trying to point out?
How many Nigerians are making it?
There are lots of them who are Christians that are making it.
Good. According to central bank statistics,
Yeah.
95% of Nigerians have less than
500K
500,000 in their account.
Yeah.
If you have 500K in your account in today, how can you be making it?
Okay, so the top, all right.
Okay.
So if only 5% of a population, and this is
making
divided between pagan, Christian, and Muslim, are making it. What is 5%? It's not even up to a tithe of the population. So it's a failure, if you ask me.
So let's dig deep into you saying that the religious leaders are benefiting from the Christianity in Nigeria. Do you think that's true?
I don't think that it is correct to say that as a result of Nigeria's underdevelopment, religious leaders are benefiting from it.
Nigerians.
I think that if we look at how religious institutions in Nigeria have evolved over the years and their contribution to nation building and national development, I think they have even done more. They have even done more.
Do you want to cite examples as to which?
We have missionary schools. There were indigent students that got scholarship on merit.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they were able to acquire qualitative education was as a result of these schools that were put in place. Now, it is important to note that while we admit that the failure of institutions may contribute to the emergence, because religious institutions are not supposed to build hospitals, because sometimes you hear people make the argument that they have these leave the schools first. They'll say if you go along the expressway, they have their permanent sites, they have occupied lands, and the roads are bad. Sometimes we deliberately leave those who are responsible, those who we have ceded our powers to, and who are supposed to use the Commonwealth to fix those problems, and then we look for easier targets.
Exactly.
In hospitals, you have missionary hospitals. Before Nigeria even gained their independence, there were people who sacrificed their lives moving from one community to the other, and they were the only maybe health workers or medical experts that the people in these communities knew about. So I think that while the failure is evident, you have religious institutions and religious leaders who have stepped in to at least provide some sort of succor. And if these people were not there, it would even be worse.
Do you
I would love to say something.
Say.
Two very cogent points. Number one of the most successful emerging economies in the world is China. In between 1957 and 1961, they were going through the Great Chinese Famine, where almost 50 million people died. At that time, Nigeria was doing well. China rose from there to become a world power today, whether we like it or not. China literally banned Christianity and Islam. In China, you cannot take a child younger than 18 into a church or mosque. It is a punishable offense. Why? Because they don't want religion to mess with the minds of the people.
Yeah.
You said something. You said religion gives hope.
Yeah.
Karl Marx says religion is the opium of the masses. It is the illusion of hope of the people. And to abolish religion as the illusion of hope of the people demands that you give them real hope. Because if you want people to give up the illusions they have about their conditions, you must give them conditions that do not warrant illusions.
Can we get realistic, please?
Explaining that the reason why religion is thriving is because there's no hope. So religion is now the illusion of hope. I run to God. I'm persecuted on earth. I run to God. The moment you start getting the real hope, schools,
There'll be lesson needs to go to
hospitals that work, a passport that can take you across the world. The moment you travel abroad and gain the citizenship of another country like Canada, Europe, or the USA, your problems, your prayer points are reduced down to 90%. 90% are gone. He was talking about land.
Yeah.
Churches are being used as land.
Yeah.
How many church schools in today's Pentecostal setting can the poor church gardener have his children attend?
Okay, please.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
one more
let us-
thing.
okay.
I was going with a friend of mine. We're looking for property along from Lagos through Ekpe. You will see a whole 1 kilometer. You see Goshen this, something Bible this, owned by churches. It's okay, no problem. It's still the money of the people. Does that house, would you see a gardener or would you see a church cleaner? That woman that cleaned the church every day, she's going to die. They are not even going to announce her burial. That property is still going to belong to the owners of the church, the rich people in the church, the people who are affiliated with the church. It never trickles down to the poor. You don't see Acts chapter 4 verse 32. There was no hungry believer. Because what the believers had, they gave to
The
Peter,
poor, yeah.
and Peter and all the other apostles gave it directly to the poor. They did not use it to build houses or churches.
Okay, so hold on.
Okay,
Wait,
she
Titi,
wants to
Titi
speak,
wanted
but
to
I
say
picked something from husband material. But I'll let
Titi,
you
you wanted to
speak.
say something,
Then I'll
yes.
speak to
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I picked
All right.
from
So,
husband material.
whenever we're talking about pastors making money from churches, we don't get totally realistic.
Okay.
As much as there are some, that do the things that they do that caused all this misconception about religion, church is big. Your house, you live in your house, you wake up in your house. There is a level of cleaning that happens in your house. There's this word, maintenance, right? If church big, as I did like this now, cathedral they go. And that cathedral, the compound big, inside the church self big. Now one person go sweep am from inside, reach the entrance. Now another person go sweep. In my church settings, they call them church workers. And they provide for those people. They give them money. Money, they take money, they run church. The fact say some people they do them as business. No mean say they put money inside church. And the money where they go put inside church, no before street they go see.
Can I tackle you?
Now
No,
for
wait.
the people where they come the church, now they go still pay the money.
Can
So
I
you
tackle
get-
you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Rwandan president Paul Kagame closed down 11,000 churches. What is the need you have created for this cathedral? What is the use? What is the result? What are you getting from putting so much investment in this cathedral? Oh, they must sweep the cathedral. Oh, they must maintain the
There are
cathedral.
job employments for them though. Because if you're sweeping and getting paid, you don't
And
think so?
What is the church producing?
Cathedral is just basically
Sorry, hold on. Church
spacious
is a recycler
enough.
of revenue. A farm, you buy seed, one seed, it turns to 500 grains of corn. You are putting in something and something new is
It's
coming
coming out.
forth. Church, nothing new is coming forth. It is recycling the money that is already inside the economy. It is not adding anything new. It's not adding a new product. It's not adding a new idea. It's not adding a new design. It's not adding a new solution. It is just taking this person's money, recycling it, and turning it around.
There are
and-
people who have actually
There's-
giving testimonies of their life being, turned around from
serving
bad to-
to
5% of
There's-
Nigerians have 500K in their account.
So
Where
who
are these
did- who
people?
did-
There's something
Yeah,
that
okay.
husband material talked about.
Husband material,
and
you're,
said that-
you're quiet
that the
all of a
church-
sudden.
There's something that husband material
Yeah.
talked about, and he said that the church does some things that the government cannot do.
But that the government should
failed.
do.
That
Yes,
cannot
that
do,
they
should
should
not do now.
Yes.
Yes, nah.
Yes.
The church steps in to do it. Why? Why is the church stepping in to encourage a failed government?
No, the church is not encouraging.
No,
They're not encouraging failed
wait.
government,
If a child is bad, and you are saying, leave him now, he cannot wash plates. Let us employ who will help the child to wash plates. Are you doing that, child?
God will bless
Let me
you.
land, please. Let me land, guys. This is the second time saying let me land.
Yeah,
on this podcast.
land.
It's a trend.
Land.
So let me land.
Yeah.
So now we are selling hope. Now people will now run to the church because the church is giving you what your government has failed to give you. Selling hope to you. I don't know which is my camera. I put it to pastors, imams, everyone. Don't sell hope. Don't do road for us. Don't build any. Don't give us water. Come out. Let us march the streets of Nigeria.
What do you expect?
Excuse me. You people in front of us. We will be at the back. We are your followers. We come to church every day. We go to the mosques every day. You lead us in prayers to pray to God that we don't see, but we have faith in God because we know there's a God. Now, we have the government. They are failing. Your leaders, march in front. We don't need celebrities. You are our celebrities. We come there every Sunday. March in front. I will march at your back. And I don't care if anybody shoots me. When Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria,
They marched.
Yeah.
why is nobody marching for Tinubu? And the condition of this country is worse than it was when
When they
Tinubu was
marched
and
for-
when Goodluck was here. Are we having selective attack? Let them march. I will come out. I don't want any celebrity. If Tiwa Savage or any other person comes out, I'm not gonna go on the street because
You need to
religion.
march behind somebody that has the anointing oil that will block bullets.
Or have you been compromised? Will they take your land from you?
That's what material.
Have you
What
been
what do have to
compromised?
say?
Will they
You're
take your
awfully
lands from
quiet
you?
about this.
So I understand her position.
Yeah.
And you know, from the beginning, what I have maintained is that the misinterpretation, first, you have the failure of institutions. Secondly, you have the misinterpretation. That is what makes it look like, oh, so this is the problem. While the truth is, if you don't address the problem, you would look for something you consider maybe weak
To attack.
to attack. Let's talk about religious leaders and how over the years, some religious leaders have spoken truth to power. I was born and raised in Lagos. I am Catholic. I grew up in Lagos when His Eminence, Cardinal Anthony Olubunmi Okoje,
Yeah.
used to bash the government, the military government of General Sani Abacha. The military government of General Sani Abacha. You know, maybe until recently, where some people now said, maybe when he took up government appointments, he now
became
soft
quiet,
pedaled.
yeah.
We used to see newsletters every year or every, maybe major Christian celebration from Bishop Hassan Kuka, So we have people who speak. I don't know, is it Bishop Oyedepo? There are several videos of Bishop Oyedepo, online, speaking truth
Do
to power.
you think that
and-
at this point in time, religious leaders should still be speaking from the confines of the church?
No,
Or
he-
should
Thank
make
you.
out?
So
So
whether
I want religious leaders
I
to
feel
be
like
like
it's an
VDM,
expectation.
to be
Let me-
like
let
Randy
me
Peters.
answer. Let me answer.
Because they have a
Let them
large
stand
following
up.
that do whatever they say that
Let me
they
answer-
should do.
let me
So do
answer
you think
your
they should
que-
still be
let
talking
me
from the
answer your
confines of the
question.
church? Yeah.
Now, the position that they occupy
Yeah.
to a considerable degree gives them access.
Yeah.
I would want to believe that a religious leader of the standing of Pa Adeboye, if he requests for the direct contact number
Of
of,
the
President Bola Ahmed
president, yeah,
Tinubu,
he will get it.
I'm sure he would get it in minutes.
Yeah.
And they would definitely have conversations. I accept that, like what
Could
Ezine
he
said.
not get Goodluck Jonathan's contact? Why did he have to parade himself?
No, but the times are different. And this is not, wait, the times are
But
different.
they say desperate times
Wait,
calls for desperate
and this is not me
measures.
justifying whether
Okay.
somebody marched 12 years ago and the person is not marching
Now.
in 2026. But what I am saying is, if we think that these religious leaders are not maybe speaking to those in authority,
Yeah.
we might be wrong because you cannot prove for a certainty that they do not.
But
And
okay.
then again, why I want us to separate religion from the people or the adherents is because the religion itself teaches you to act in a good way. But when you now misinterpret and act in a bad way, we cannot blame the religion. For example, all of us, the greatest commandment is love. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. He did not say kill your neighbor. He did not say hate your neighbor. He says love your neighbor. But if you do not love your neighbor, then it is on you, not on the religion that admonishes you to love your neighbor.
Please.
Yeah, say it.
Imagine you have a secondary school.
Yeah.
For the last 6 years, nobody has been able to graduate and pass WAEC. All the students. First
Failing.
set, fail WAEC, fail JAM. Second set, fail WAEC, fail JAM. They have to go and resit in another place. If the religion, if the job of the religion is to teach love, and consistently over the last decade we have not seen the love, why are we still keeping the institution?
It is you people
It is
now.
you people that are not
because it is
now.
not in isolation.
Okay.
It is
cannot
not in
blame
isolation.
You cannot blame all the students.
Are you loved?
Why we not see him?
Are you seeing
Now,
the love?
now I want to say something
Why you don't
in
see the
support of
love?
what Zini said.
Yeah.
So people have accused me of saying Daddy Freeze, why don't you lead a program? How many people are in the Free Nation? We not reach 2,000. We not reach the whole Free Nation of Agbaye. We not reach 200. Proper, strong.
Yeah.
And I think your people are not even
They
in
are
Nigeria.
not even in Nigeria. Imagine a Nigerian Daddy GO that has 20 million followers, does what VDM does, or does what Randy Peters does.
That's your expectation.
It's not an expectation.
It's not the job
The government
of
will
religion
answer.
to do
The
that.
government will rise.
Let me-
Immediately they will call it. Because you can't. Do you know what it is to stand? 2 million people, they stand. They don't fight. They don't break anything. They don't argue. We just need an explanation for what's going
Going on at the
on.
moment.
I think
And they all
say
sit down.
government
And he
will
uses
listen to
love.
them.
We are not fighting. We are not quarreling. We just want to hear why this situation is like this. Because I don't really have a problem with the government. I just have a problem with the government communicating properly with the people. And if the people do not have access to the government, it's only their church leaders that have access to the government, we are never going to get anywhere. So it is simple. You see Randy Peters, he goes, he stands there, rings bell. He has very few followers. Your
Can I
Daddy Joe
ask you
goes
a
there and stands
question?
there.
Yeah,
They believe
ask.
he's anointed.
Let
They
me
believe
I
ask.
want
he's-
to ask you a
This Sunday
question.
we are doing
Please
our
ask
church
me.
service
Let
at
me
Why,
ask.
Aso.
why do you think that if Randy Peters was a pastor, he would get results because he's a pastor and
Is
he's
VDM
using
getting
religion?
results?
That's what I'm asking you.
So how
You
come
are
we can
making
look at Randy
points
Peters
that-
and see results?
wait,
We can look at
you are
VDM and
making
see results.
points
We cannot look at the church and see
religious-
results.
I want
Religious
to ask
leaders.
City, are you saying that if a Daddy Gio, like Adeboye, comes out and says things that are going on in Nigeria, he won't see results? Let me
Not
get you.
Adeboye specifically.
No, I'm just
but
saying.
I'm saying that if you are the fact that somebody is a religious leader, first of all, the religion is what they bring to you. They did not tell you that they want to come and solve Nigeria problem for you.
So let us say
Look at the one that they promised.
Let us say it is
They
really-
promised miracle.
Daddy Free.
We never see
Daddy Free.
Shehu Kuti.
I
Wait.
say, Daddy Free, let us say religious hawker, not religious leader. Because from my
Religious
definition
hawker?
of leading,
Yeah.
is you go, then I follow. That
Then
means
the
we are leading
government,
the way.
are they not
Which means
into
we need to
religion?
change the name from religious leaders to religious, maybe hawkers.
But if
I'm
let's
hawking
hear,
it
let's
to you.
hear,
That
let's
means
hear,
I'm not
let's hear,
doing
let's
it.
hear, let's
See,
hear. Yeah.
my darling,
Yeah.
Paul was going to Jerusalem. They said, Paul, you are going to die if you go to this Jerusalem. He said, let me die. That was the mindset of the early church. And every single one of the 12 disciples, except John, who ran into exile after being boiled in hot oil, was killed. They stood for their beliefs. They did not hide under, they did not drive limousines. And Paul bragged. He said, I was flogged 39 times by the church leaders. He believed in his message and he took it to the end. I don't see that commitment now. I see comfort. They sit on their pulpits and they preach. Let them get up. They say they can heal. Shehu Kuti came out the other day and said, let them go and heal in Lut. They can do miracles only in church. Acts chapter 5, as Peter was walking down the street, his shadow was falling on people on mats and was healing them. They did not have to go to church to get healing.
I feel like we're focused on Christianity more.
Because must does not
We're
promise
talking
half of
about
the things.
religion.
Yes, but you see, I understand Christianity more. And in the part of Nigeria that I am, we have only one mosque in Lekki. We have 5 churches on my street. We have maybe 350 mosques, churches in Lekki. There's only one mosque in the whole of Lekki. On my street alone, there's 10 churches. So there's something that I want to say.
Yeah.
That agitation, don't agitate behind the pulpit. Get up for the people. Let the leaders even know that there are people who are accountable. They are accountable to, and it's not even the pastors. It's the people behind the pastors. You cannot shoot at a pastor who has 2 million people. How many bullets you want to shoot?
So in this time and day, like you see, churches put their tag for the year. Maybe 2026, my year of divine entitlement, my year of enlargement, my year of
You want me Daddy Freeze drag us?
No,
for
but
this one?
I'm just asking, could it be from a point? Because if Nigerians as a community or a country have given up on the government, and religion is giving them hope, right? So imagine somebody crossing to 2026 and you're saying 2026 is my year of what's it called? Victory, my year of speed and stuff. I'm of the point of view that if it's not working for them, why are they there every other year to cross over with a tag and with a theme?
You know, I said I'm a man of numbers. People lie. People come out and say, God blessed me. Meanwhile, we know say now will show you do take buy that car.
Wow.
When they catch, see, Nigerians don't own anything.
Say God know the
politician where they thief, now God bless him. The Yahoo boy, now God bless him. The Olosho we buy car and house, now God bless him. Meanwhile, the pastor wake they catch with 14-year-old, now devil tempt him. So it's either God or the devil. Let me tell you something about Christianity. Philippians chapter 2 verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself. If you value others above yourself, this year cannot be your year. It's either our year or it's nobody's year.
But this your quote. This your quote validates. This your quote validates. This your quote validates the argument that religion is not the problem. It is the people itself.
It is the teachers of religion, not
the ones misinterpreting,
which is 90% of the people.
Listen to what the Bible even says, and that the Pharisees have quoted where you are told that nobody should be poor in Acts now. Nobody should be poor. People should bring so that they can give. The religion in itself teaches giving.
Yeah, but what do they do with the giving? Pastor is driving bulletproof
It is the people that are misinterpreting it. But let us not focus
on... That means 99% of our pastors are misinterpreting it.
Let us not focus on the wrong examples. There are people who are investing in
right
education.
Examples?
People who are investing in healthcare.
Who are the people investing in healthcare?
People doing outreach, going to prisons. There are religious institutions that go there, pay for bail, and get people out.
Hold on. How much do they spend in a year on outreach?
That's
your Daddy Gio's private jet, that Gulfstream costs $60 million. Do they spend $60 million a year on outreach?
So you have
maintaining a $60 million jet a year costs you about $5 to $6 million.
So are you
possibly as much as $10 million by the time you have the crew, everything. Are they spending $10 million a year on prison outreach?
Are you saying religious leaders should be poor so they
can... that's what I want to ask. Like, do you have a problem with the luxurious cars and things?
I love luxury cars and luxury watches.
Yeah.
That's why I have a job. They don't have any job. They sell God. That's why the church building is their warehouse, and you...
Titi,
let's talk about the selling God and making money.
Yeah.
In my own perspective, what I understand about how that happens is that when people actually experience real life miracles, they tend to, gift these people. They tend to bring gifts to them. People can buy cars for pastors. People give pastors money. Especially when they go church, we say, better they sup. Okay, they go church or they serve and they say at least they do well. And you see most of these religious leaders, they are not just standing on pulpit and talking. They do therapist work, they do counseling work. Oh, this is happening in my life and let's go and talk to pastor. Oh, they talk to you. Once those people see better results for all those things, they tend to start gifting these pastors. Now, take an example.
Do they see result or the illusion of result?
If they don't see result, how they see money where they can't spend?
When person
now,
not get sense, you go see wetin be like illusion. Let me give you an example. I know somebody who has been praying for the fruit of the womb. She not see the fruit of the womb. I can't carry and go give my friend will be reproductive
gynecologist.
There's these people that do fertility treatment.
Okay.
Within 6 months, she don't born. She put $10,000 in an envelope and went to give her pastor.
For what?
For
Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving. Say,
God
won. Listen, you did not give it to me that gave you the hookup.
But then you
did not give it.
Give it I pray and I bring
now you.
To
can you imagine? See the way you are thinking. The prayer brought me.
Could it be that God used the person? I'm just saying that God used you, who's the agent to. I'm just saying.
My question is, if the Chinese and the Japanese don't worship our God, and they get more of these results than us, is this God that is refusing to work for us working for these other people? Because I'm not getting it. Because this same fertility treatment, if you take it to China, it works. If you take it you see, my problem with religion is it has no results. Panadol. Arm robber on him way from robbery go drink Panadol, he go walk. Olosho, when customer bend him back, knock am for 45 minutes. Hey, my back, they pain me. Go drink Panadol, you go walk. But for miracle to work, you have to have faith. The day you lose miracle, your faith goes. Let's talk about this. 20 million
But Daddy
people.
Freeze, don't you believe in miracles?
I don't believe in Nigerian pastors' miracles. I'm
Well, you
sorry.
believe in miracles.
Nigerian
You
pastors
believe
don't
in-
suffer.
What
I
kind of
believe in miracles
Yes.
because anybody can have a miracle. Pagan, Muslim, Christian, anybody can have
So
a
what
miracle.
do they cause miracle? How the
I
miracle
don't know.
take
It's
dey
an
solve?
anomaly, a mutation, whatever anything you want to call it.
The universe does
The
it.
universe.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
the person, the Indian plane crash, the two people that survived, one guy that walked off it and the girl that missed the flight narrowly, both gave testimony that it was their mother goddess that saved them.
Mm.
Go and read it. It's
I think that's a
available
form
fact.
of religion too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
religion
it's
now,
not
what
our
they
God
believe.
So
that
he
saved
wants
them.
the rest of the people in. That's what confuses me.
This
They
conversation
say,
is not
Now
about
walk
God,
with me. Let's
Okay.
let's do numbers.
Mhm.
Breast cancer stage 1. What is the life expectancy rate if caught at stage 1 and treated with modern medicine? What's the life expectancy rate after 5 years? You know what it is? 99%. Meaning if you have 100 women, after 5 years, 99 of them will be alive if you treat them with modern medicine.
Medicine,
If
yeah.
you carry those same 100 women to
To
church
church.
and they pray for them, how many of them can get a miracle? Maybe 2, maybe 3 at best. Because if miracle they walk the way that they say they walk, nobody go poor.
But
But nobody-
religion,
Yeah.
Your
religion,
mother will pay tithe.
Religion no
Retire
talk
for
say-
village.
But
They call
religion-
you, make you send that
but
money.
religion no talk say if you they feel some type of way,
Make you no
you
go-
no seek for
The
treatment.
version that they preach in
Sorry.
Nigeria does.
Misinterpretation.
Nigeria.
Not,
In
no,
Nigeria.
in Nigeria, it
misinterpretation.
Wait, Daddy Freeze, don't worry. Let me help you.
The misinterpretation.
Let me help you.
No,
You
before
said-
you help him, before you help him,
no,
wait.
no. You said religion
love
did
it.
not say, like, may we do and like this, may we do and like this. The thing where they even they bust my brain, they say the religion self, at some point, it starts to admit the things that it expelled.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Akpoteshu.
I heard recently that all of a sudden blood transfusion
Can
is
now
now
work.
working.
Yeah. Mm.
What made it not work earlier? And thousands and millions of people that could have gotten help died. I know people that died. They say, no, my church say we know they give blood. I no one collect. If the God of my pastor no heal me, make I die. And they died. Those people will be rolling in their graves now. If they look back now and see that, it's not legit though. We can now do it.
There are
I'm giving an example with a church that I know TV.
Yes.
You not go watch TV. You be demon. Right now,
People
they
are burning
using
their
the-
TVs
they are
in the
using
90s.
the television to spread the gospel.
Akpoteshu, the
Because
devil's box.
It suits what is happening, spreading the gospel. Is it not the same gospel that could have been spread at that time? People that burnt their television that time, wherever they are, do you think they will be happy seeing that, oh, I was maltreated that time? Now, these modern children can now enjoy television, but I suffered.
But the ignorance
Maybe
at the
that
time,
yeah.
the ignorance at the time does not still
Ignorance and religion go
How?
hand in hand.
Wait now.
No,
No,
that
the
is
ignorance.
crazy.
If you have a direction from
Eh.
God, so that means that God can say this today,
But-
and tomorrow he says,
No, they change mouth.
No, so your interpretation,
because they heard it from God.
Yes, now.
No,
If
My
God
God
directs
said,
you,
the
Holy Spirit
if a
said,
person claims to have heard from God, it is different from what is established already.
You know,
Don't forget,
it is the claim. It is the claim that makes them put it
don't
as
forget
a
that.
wo-
Don't
as a
forget that. While some adherents did not watch television, there were other people of the same faith who were still watching television.
if they cut them, they have
No,
got-
I'm
they
not
are
talking
sinners
about
now.
that.
Different,
I'm not
not
talking of that
that-
denomination.
Yeah.
I'm not talking of that denomination. There were people who were adherents of that faith. For example, like in Afghanistan, Taliban say make women no go school, make girls no go school. But in Saudi, then they push girls. For
Go
Qatar,
school.
then they push girls because they know the value when they bring. It is still the same religion practice, but it is the extreme interpretation by those people.
So are you agreeing that Nigerian interpretation is extreme?
I am saying that if you look at the people who misinterpret, you cannot still tie it to the religion.
So do you-
Because wait,
okay.
Yeah.
if
If you remove religion from Nigeria, what will we be missing?
I'm not saying you would miss anything, but I am
Wetin-
telling
that
you that
change
I
that
am
I
telling you,
expecting,
I am telling
if
you
you know
that
dey,
I am telling you that I'm telling you that when you look at the very practice, where if I get some things when we say don't go wrong.
Yeah.
When some people, if not be maybe fear of God, still they hold them. If not be maybe fear of God and
Definitely
their
not
personal
our
belief.
politicians.
No, there
Those people
Nah,
don't
the
fear God.
politician-
The fear of God is not holding them.
so your politician,
And they are the ones in control. And they are friends with pastors.
you see, and that's where the problem. You are looking for an easy target to blame for the issues.
Religion is
while
not to
you
be
leave the
blamed
person.
for that.
There is no religion that says abuse your office or abuse your power. There's no religion that says so. The Bible says give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what belongs to God. In the Bible, we are even told of the example of where Christ told his disciples to go and fish. Get the fish, remove the coin, and pay their tax. And you know that when you pay your tax, there are expectations. So focus on the people who have elected people to represent them. Maybe do not participate in that exercise and the wrong people get into office. Or when people get into office, rather than hold them accountable, they begin to now ask God for divine intervention. God don't give us the sense to address our problems. So face the misinterpretation, not the religion. And I hope with these few points of
I have
mine,
been able
I've been able to
convince and not
you
convince.
and not to
I'm not
confuse you.
convinced. I'm not convinced.
Okay.
Pastor Batira, hold it right there.
Yeah.
There's one point that you reached that no, I don't agree with.
Let's go.
You say
Yeah.
that we should not, that we are looking for who to blame.
Yes, now an easy target.
Now, let me
An
tell
easy
you, an easy
to
target
blame.
would be the
You leave
religious.
your governor, you
would be
dey
the
focus on religious leader.
Thank you. Now,
Did you vote for him?
Now, first of all,
Do you pay your taxes to him?
Wait, now wait. Let me
Do
tell
you pay taxes?
No, wait now.
Yes,
How
now.
many people pay taxes?
wait,
Another
now.
citizen.
Conversation for
They
another
are
day. Daddy
more
freeze.
more
Hold
tax
on. Daddy
payers than
freeze.
tax
Daddy
payers.
freeze.
Daddy
Hold
freeze,
on.
Daddy
Hold
freeze,
on. We'll go to the
Daddy
tax
freeze,
paying
wait,
later.
Daddy freeze, wait
Yeah,
now.
isn't it? Let's hear it.
Are we not in this?
Sorry, my God. Forgive me.
Now you say we are blaming religious leaders
Because they are easy targets.
now we blame them. Yes,
Yes.
because of the power that they will. If the religious leaders can tell us, preach love, hope, calm down. Men are no fight. Men are no hold these people accountable. Just relax small. No fight. And we are relaxing. When the religious leaders say, our head don't fool. Oh yeah! Everybody, step out this Sunday. Now for front of government house, we go do our service today. Do you think that people that listened to them when they were saying calm down will say no, we will not go with
There
you?
are some people that will say no, they will not go.
No, then you don't know what is
Because now
fanatism. You don't
wetin
know what
they
is called
enjoy, now
religious
they dey use
fanatism.
like this.
And that is what we are suffering from. I'm going to give an example with the Rattel movement. I'm giving an example with the kind of influence and power that people will. If Very Dark Man says, make una help me go to the free page, go visit them. You know, go take 2 minutes. That page will go down. If Very Dark Man says, oh, Yarate, no, you don't do okay, your head don't correct. Those same people.
Calm down.
they go
Daddy
calm down.
freeze. There's
It
a
is
saying
power. It is
in Yoruba.
influence. What you will. So if I listen to you when you say stop, I will now all of a sudden become
Not listen to you
disobedient
when
when
you
you
say
say go.
Move. When people are
If
actually
you
waiting
wanna-
for you to give
Now,
this
wait.
If you own
order.
a dog, if you own a dog, you know what I'm talking.
Majority of
Right.
Nigerians
Dog no
will
dey
deal
hear
with
another
fear,
thing.
right? Now, I have a question for both of you. Inside religious leaders and then the actual government, who una think say Nigerians fear pass?
Nigerians fear God. I've seen
No,
people
I did
that
not put God
Eh,
inside the
God,
option.
like religious leaders are representation of God on earth.
Inside, no,
Let
be
me tell you a
representation,
story.
I dey
Let me tell you a
touch.
story. Let me tell you a story. 3 people I know. One is my friend's elder brother. One was my sister's former neighbor. And one was somebody I know in Ibadan. The first one, my friend's elder brother. He had ulcer. The Daddy Gio called fast. He was fasting. They rushed him to the hospital. He refused to break his fast and take medication.
Okay.
He died. Story 1. Story 2, my sister's former neighbor, when she was living here in Chevron. I don't want to narrow it down too much. The man, the same second biggest church, the 2 biggest churches, one belonged here, the other one belonged to the other one. Same fasting, 100-day fast. He's ulcer patient. He was fasting the ulcer away with prayer and kabashing. He fainted. They rushed him to the hospital. They gave him medication. He refused to take the medication and he died. The day I went to their house, the daughter was about 4 years old. She don't they call another man daddy now. The mama don't marry new husband. I gave this example somewhere. I was talking, this was like 10 years ago or 7 years ago. I know what the people said. They said they are going to heaven. So if you can fear your man of God that gave you a
freeze.
mandate to fast, and you believe somebody died in Mecca, somebody was arrested in Mecca, was trying to kill his father so that his father can from there go to heaven. These people fear God and the representation of God on earth.
Religious
That is
fanaticism.
why.
There's something they
See, when
call-
Japan there was a time when they wanted to conquer Japan. They wanted to kill the emperor. The entire nation stood up with their swords. Say once they kill the emperor, everybody kills themselves. That is how strong your religious leaders are. If they did not know, let me explain it to them
you
today.
now.
They can stand and march, because guess what? Even the politicians attend their churches. Some of their wives are deaconesses in their churches. Even the politicians are afraid of them.
There is something.
The only
they
reason
call-
why they are not doing it is because they are selfish.
Daddy freeze.
See, sorry, let me land my final point. Acts chapter 2 and Acts chapter 4. The apostles could solve hunger. The Bible says there was no needy believer. Everybody shared equally. If the church distributes its resources equally, I put it to you that in 2026, there will be no needy believer. The church can actually solve the people's problem if there was equality. Paul preached equality. Christ preached equality. Christ said you should not have two coats.
But why these problems exist? Why? Because of the failure of existing institutions.
See, there's
When the institutions have failed,
You
can't
have
we take
government
the
hospitals. You
institutions
have
back?
government hospitals. What do you want the church to do? Or what do you want religious institutions to do?
To hold them accountable.
To hold them
They are doing their
accountable.
bit. They are doing their
How
bit.
much is their bit?
They are tiny little
this
bits.
is you people's expectation.
See,
that you're
why
laying
are we
emphasis
looking
on.
at... I mentioned two people. I mentioned Randy Peters.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned VDM. Why are they able to stand? The other day I was watching VDM was calling out the wife of a governor.
He said you are selfish.
He
You
was
are this,
calling
you
her
are that.
out. Why can't... That is how Matthew chapter 23, that is how Christ looked at the leaders
And
of
VDM
religious
is not
law.
even religious, so
And he called these elders in their 50s and their 60s and their 70s and their 80s, the Sanhedrin. He said, you blind fools, you brood of vipers, you whitewashed tombs. He spoke to them. He was not afraid of them. How do we have leaders that we respect? I'll start to respect our religious leaders if they can stand up and call these people what they are. Nobody can do any daddy Joe in this country. Anything.
Daddy freeze.
Unless they have money they are hiding,
Daddy freeze.
unless maybe they are not paying taxes so they can come after them. If they are not doing anything bad.
But there are religious leaders who stand on the pulpit and call out
Leave the pulpit.
failure of government.
Which pulpit does Randy Peter stand on?
ah, Jesus.
I mean,
Listen.
By now,
We pay
Paul,
more tithes than taxes in this country. And we expect the government to work.
and that's a failure of institutions.
see, if to say this now that time, Apostle Paul go don't write shege for letter to the church in Abuja.
You go don't
Letter
waka
to
go
the
there, they
church
go don't
in
fall down
Lekki.
for public.
Letter to the church in Aja.
Listen, I will tell you a story. When Goodluck Jonathan was president, I
Okay.
called a pastor then. I called him, he needed me to get something for him. I needed something from him, and I called him, and he picked the call and was like, "Yo, Freeze, I'm with number one now. I'll call you back."
Why do I think I know this person?
I don't know who it is. I'm just faking the voice. They have access.
Yeah.
I heard it with my own ear. I'm with this person.
But there they still speak to them now.
How?
So
You think if they
So
don't
prefer
massage
the
them,
performative aspect
you think that
of
if they
it.
don't massage them, they will be
No, it's not
speaking.
about. So
speaking.
wait.
Hey,
do we
if
expect-
I speak,
Wait,
if
wait,
I'm a
let me
religious
ask
leader
you-
and I speak,
Let me ask you
Let me-
something.
nobody
Zini,
will escort me out of the
Zini,
government house.
Zini, if
It
you
is
had
war.
Zini, if you had access to a friend of yours, a lady that is doing something that is bad, and like 15 people are complaining about that thing, would you rather talk to her because you know her, or go and pack the 15 people and come and shout on top
First,
of her
I will
head?
talk to you. Second, I will talk to you. Now, what I'm saying is, these religious leaders, let's assume that they have been talking.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
If something is not going the way that you have been doing it, you change method.
If
Wait. If I've been talking, you ask me a question, let me answer. If I've been talking to that my friend, and talking to that my friend, talking, and it be like say, they hear, I go tell these 15 people, men, I do it on a like.
So if na religious leader carry our youths go
Aso Rock.
that no be even Aso Rock, that place where they
Toll gates.
all of them. If na religious leader carry them go there and that kind of thing up, you believe say that religious leader, you go call them again and they go answer.
Let it happen first.
See,
That's the problem.
This
It's
is what
not
I
going to
let
happen
it-
first.
Why
is
will
what
it
I-
not happen? Why
It's
can
not
it not
going
happen?
to- you are just-
Why can't they put themselves on the line?
Why do you want
Why
them to
can't they
put themselves on the line?
Come on, why you
That
saying
is not
If you
what
read about the
religion
Crusades,
is about.
if you read about the Crusades,
Oh,
the
God.
popes without a single soldier were more powerful than kings with armies. A pope will raise his ring and tell the king to kiss it, and if he doesn't kiss it, he'll be overthrown.
Yeah.
That's how powerful religious leaders are. Unless they just
They
choose
don't
to
know
be
their worth
selfish,
because they have
or
sold it.
to be ignorant of their power, or they've sold their power.
if we look at the major religion practices in the world,
Yeah.
Nigeria does not exist in isolation. No.
Mm.
The way you have underdevelopment when you speak about the misinterpretation of religion and the failure of certain people, that's how you also have tremendous development. Saudi Arabia, Qatar hosts World Cup for 2022. Show us what we never see before for the world. Now, Muslim country.
We are talking about Nigeria.
That's what I'm telling
Yeah.
you now. It is still the same religion now. The Vatican.
Religion is not this. Religion in Nigeria is not. We are our case study.
No,
What's my
no,
our case
wait
study
now.
is
Àwọn tí ń bá
Nigeria.
wèrè mẹ́sìn.
Our case study is Nigeria.
Àti ń bá wèrè mẹ́sìn.
Is Nigerian John 3:16 different from the John 3:16 in Vatican?
The way that we interpret our John
That is what I'm telling
in
you.
Nigeria
So it
is
is-
special
it
to
is
us
the person who
because
is-
we interpret it to suit us.
It is the person who
Our
is
condition is
interpreting.
different from every
It is
other
the
one.
person who is interpreting. It is not the religion. If the religion professes love, and you, when you date Nigeria, you no come they show love. It no mean say that religion, the love when he say make you show don't change. Now you
Now you no show love. Una no like una self, now they whine us.
Now you no show
Now
love. Now
come
you
they
dey do wetin dey
blame
wrong.
Okay, so are you
Okay,
trying to
so-
say that our religious leaders are not communicating the scriptures properly
they-
to the
Ẹ̀yin
people?
lẹ
No, it's not-
gbọ́ràn.
No, you can't blame
Now,
the
now, no
students.
hear
See,
word.
if you carry your child to a school and your child fails, you will blame the school.
But that's because you want to blame the school. It's not because you don't know that. To an extent, it might not be the school's
I've taken
fault.
my child
Now, let me tell you,
from
and
a
let
school
me-
and moved him to another school, and the child started doing well.
Daddy Freeze, let me even give an example. When children are born, whether in any religion at all in Nigeria, even traditionalists, when you have a child, you dedicate.
Yeah.
And from that first time that the child comes into this world, you start to train the child. The brain is
way.
tabula rasa. So when it comes, it's clean. Now you start to program. You start to put in, Jesus is Lord. Allah is the God. This, that. As Buddhists would talk their own. Now that is how we all grow in our religion.
Yes.
Now, if from when I'm small, I'm going to Sunday school, and when I'm older, I don't enter teens class. Then when I'm oldest, I'm in adult church. So I'm not supposed to blame the people that taught me through
When you
when
were
I was
educated,
not,
But
yeah.
when I
what
was
did they teach you?
and
this
Did
is
they
when
teach
I'm
you-
up.
No, wait. Did they teach you to hate on people? Did they teach you
Then
to
why
kill?
is it not
Okay, wait,
working?
wait,
It is the
wait.
failure of institutions, and you know
Who is
what you're supposed
institution?
to
The
do.
institution
Wait, hold on.
the
I should do like
if I'm not a good product,
Yeah.
I'm a result of the failure of my parents.
As you dey read your Bible,
wait,
na everything wey
wait,
dey
now
teach you for there you dey do.
relax. Wait, I'm coming.
Yeah.
If I don't turn out well, blame my parents. Because I've been in those people's house
Their watch, yeah.
ever since I was born. And the truth is that most of the things you do were the things that you learned. Most of the food that I eat are the things that we're eating. You can be deviant when you start to mix.
But are there people who do not turn out
No, wait.
badly, even if their
I
parents
just
teach
said
them well?
that now. I said you can be deviant when you start to mix. Every bad thing that I learned, I did not learn it in my house. I learned it when I started to go out and meet other people. But the truth is that if more good is being imbibed, it will always supersede
No, you have
bad.
the power of choice.
Wait.
You have the power of choice now.
Wait,
Your
relax.
parents from dedication will say,
Relax.
this child will be great.
Relax.
This child will go on to do exploits.
Relax.
I never see any pikin when they're born, when they're dedicated.
When they do
say,
it, do they
"This
just
pikin
throw
go
you
be
into the
thief."
street?
They teach
When
you.
they do, they
And
start to
you
teach.
decide-
So
you
what
have the
are
power
they
of
teaching?
choice.
When a teacher teaches, what a teacher teaches, do you not learn? They don't just throw you out of the street. They start to guide. They start to teach.
Yes.
Which means they are trying to put something that
But
you are
if you
going
want to
grow
turn
with.
out, if you want
Train
to turn
up
out
a
to
child in
become,
the way he will go, so that when he
will
is
not
old, he
depart
will
from
not
it.
depart from it.
if he decides to depart from it,
What was said in the
If he
Bible?
decides to
Please
depart from
counter
it,
it. Counter it.
you say train up a child in the way you
If
should
it
go.
doesn't work, it will not be written.
No.
There.
But if the child
training
decides
does not
to,
make people
if the child
perfect,
decides to
it will
Husband
not be
material.
written in the
no,
Bible.
if the
Okay.
child decides to depart from it, why then are you now blaming the teacher?
Husband material.
Why are you blaming the teacher?
See, if they did not write it in the
Sir.
Bible, I would have said,
Alexis.
okay, no problem.
Yes.
But the Bible said, train it. This is the
I want to
training
ask-
will bring result.
Yeah.
So
I
if
want
you
to ask
train
a
well, it
question.
will bring good
Yes,
results.
yeah.
If you train bad, it will bring bad result.
No, but wait, it
Hold
is
on.
not in every case.
That
There are people
is
who
what
train
you
well
asked.
and it still brings out bad results.
Exactly.
Because
How
they
many-
have
what are
no
you-
What's the
choice.
ratio? What's the ratio?
You two, what's the ratio?
Hold on. Let us
What's the
talk.
ratio?
Let us talk about the
of us
results
don't get the
religion
ratio.
is giving. It is very important. We are promised God's love. We are special people, whether it's Muslim or Christian. How come we die younger than those that don't believe in our God and don't have the church system and the religious system?
It has nothing to do with religion. No.
Why? Because religion
It has nothing
promises
to do.
it.
The average life expectancy has nothing to
This
do
year
with
is your
religion.
year. You will not bury your children. You will not do this. How come we have such a low life expectancy rate? Let's talk about
No be
morality.
religion cause am.
Honest.
Let us
It's
talk about
bad road.
morality.
It's religion.
Okay,
It's bad
is
road,
religion
accident.
directly?
Is
Hold on.
poor
hold on.
health care. People
Malnutrition.
maternity.
Wait,
It's malnutrition.
wait, I
and
want
it's
to
the
ask you a
government that is causing it.
question.
Now,
Why
can
can't
I
you
ask
take
them-
health
Wait,
responsibility?
can I ask you a
Why
question?
can't
Question.
you be held responsible?
I want to ask the two of them
That's
a
what I'm
question.
saying.
Okay.
Is religion directly responsible for financial you are doing well financially? Is
Breakthrough.
religion directly responsible?
No,
Is religion directly responsible for long life?
no.
Is religion directly responsible for morals?
Yes, to an extent.
Good. How moral are we in this country?
Now, na
Wait.
problem.
Ah, no, you can't keep saying it's our
eh,
problem.
Nigeria
Yeah.
is second only in paternity fraud cases to Jamaica. A DNA expert once said 4 out of every firstborns in Nigeria do not belong to the
their
father.
dad.
Everybody in Nigeria, there's no irreligious person in Nigeria. We are 51% Muslim, 49% Christian. So those people who are going to bring Omo Aliwale, they are either Muslims or Christians.
Yes, now. And it's their problem is not the
hold
religion.
on. A lawyer released statistics the other day. He went to court. Over 100 cases. All the cases were divorce. I don't know if you saw it on social
How
media.
has religion cost everything that you are
I'm
talking
saying
about now?
morals. If religion cannot help financially, if it cannot help with long life, if it cannot help with eradication of poverty, which it actually did in the Bible, how come it cannot help with morals? Simple morals. How can pagans be more morally upright than we are?
Okay,
How
so-
can Satanists
Okay.
and irreligious and atheists be more morally upright than
Yeah,
we
it
are?
is
So
because
what's
we-
the work of the
It
church?
is because
Yeah.
What's the work of
it
the
is
mosque?
because we have the power of choice. And when you decide to act otherwise, it's a problem. We have spoken about, for example, people are elected into office and then they do the oath of office and oath of allegiance and they swear with the Bible, swear with the Quran, depending on their religion practice. Some people even go to court and swear to say the truth and nothing but the
no go
truth
still
with the
do
Quran and
anything.
the Bible, and they still do what is wrong.
I was
Okay, so
saying-
let me
Let's separate.
okay,
Let's,
HM,
what I'm saying is
HM, can I
separate
squeeze
the
in a point?
religion.
Let
Can
them
I
swear
squeeze
with
in a point?
Daye Lala.
Wait.
Wait, let me ask this.
Afe
Swear with
Babalola,
Daye Lala.
Kábíyèsí,
Yeah.
Exactly. now.
Kábíyèsí, Ààrẹ Afe Babalola said something. He said, "Are you aware that in Nigeria there's cutlass? In the court there's Bible, there's Quran, and there's cutlass. Nobody they touch cutlass.
Swear with Daye Lala.
because
Swear
nobody
with
they use
Amadioha.
cutlass swear.
Swear
They will
with
call
Amadioha.
Bible, and
down,
all
please.
those people that were caught and were sentenced, they all swore with Bible. There's nobody that went through
Daddy
a court
freeze.
system that did not swear with either
There
Quran or
is
Bible.
Bible for them to swear. Why? Because they want to use the Bible to make the thing right. Now, somebody collect Bible and he swear. Upon that the person swear, the person did not do the thing. He see the fault of the
The
Bible.
Okay, so wait, let me
inclusion of
ask-
those holy books, for example.
Let me ask this question here because they keep pointing out stuff, and you were saying that's not the duty of the church or the religion. From a country in Nigeria, that every street has 4 to 5 churches, right? We're supposed to be like a school, a place of study, a place of impact. So if you're saying that Nigerians are doing things that you're now saying that that's not the problem of religion, what are Nigerians who are Christians doing in the church every other week? And how can we tell that you people are Christians if not by the way that you relate or do things?
Thank you very
Then
much.
I'm coming to
Thank
the
you very much.
political question.
You know, you can tell that a person is Christian because of the church sticker on his car. Because of wristband.
Wait. And the second question, recently, about a week ago, there was a global conference that went on from a church. I think was it
Don't call, I beg.
No call anybody.
sorry.
We
And
don't
the
know
governor
them.
of Lagos State was there, meaning that these politicians, whether good or bad, attend their church. And I'm going to say this, that if the church is going to be like maybe a hospital for treatment for people or even a school for places for people, you are going to say that whether somebody who you are tutoring or mentoring or leading, like in the case of the governor of Lagos, coming to that. So you're telling me that whether the person does good or bad, the church does not have the authority to tell the person to put the person straight. Is that what you're trying to tell me? There is choice to do good or bad, even when you're coming to the church.
I'm not saying the church does not have the authority.
Yeah.
First, we need to distinguish between when we say religious or when we say religion and when we say politics.
Okay.
There are two distinct features. Over the years, they don't separate them. You get it when we say the church and politics
Try to
now
marry.
hand in hand. But now they don't separate them.
Yeah.
Now you have a
Our
situation.
vice president was a pastor.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
the vice
Our
president-
first lady is a
Ordained
pastor.
manager.
Deaconess.
Wait, the vice
Any
president,
suru.
the former vice president was an ordained pastor. But
What
no-
changed? What was the difference between then and now?
He had a job description. He had a job description and certain expectations of him, given the office that he occupied.
Yeah.
Let me give this very good example. If we just without even mentioning answers, let's think about it.
You be like city boy
No,
for
wait.
this.
This example what I want to give. This example what I want to give. I want you to knock out their
Yes.
points.
Bring it on. Yes.
Without mentioning any answers.
Yes.
Let's think about the 36 governors in Nigeria and think of one governor that, to a considerable degree, given how people have spoken highly of his performance, now person will be say they do well.
Yeah.
I know we all have our answers in mind.
Yes.
When we think of that man, do we think of religion? When we think of that man, do we think that he's an adherent of a particular faith? When we think of that man, do we think he's tied to a particular denomination?
Yes,
The man,
he
no,
is.
no.
Eh?
The reason why that man is doing well in his office is because he has the capacity and he's qualified and he's discharging his responsibility. Nobody don't ever think of that man come talk say now because the man they attend so church or the man na Muslim now he make the man they doing work. No, I want to give an
But
example.
people say, now God give us a lesoti.
How people vote for
Go
them now.
comment section. Now
People
God do
vote-
one for
wait
us.
now,
Go
wait
comment
now,
section.
wait now.
With everything.
Wait
Even
now.
the ones that we
Wait
take
now,
Comment
wait.
They know they
section
talk say
are
na
the
we
No,
put
wait,
am.
wait.
They know they talk say na
No,
we.
wait.
Now, see, wait now.
Wait now, no, wait.
They talk say na God
Can
bring.
I land?
Na God bring that
Isn't it?
oti.
Can
That
I
other
land?
oti. Make
Ziri
God
Posh.
scatter
Can I
everything.
land?
God can't touch him.
Ziri Posh, can I land? Let me land.
Oh, yeah, lads. I love it.
Now,
Yeah.
there is somebody from that state who came out to say, irrespective of what he does, he's not returning in 2027. Isn't it from the
No,
state?
be God give us that one, no.
Yes. Isn't it from the state?
Yeah.
This person is highly placed in government at the federal level. And the person has come out to say, irrespective of what this man does, he's not going back in 2027.
Yeah.
What did the people of Abia State do?
We say you should come and buy tickets.
Exactly. In their what she talk. In their numbers, they have come out to say, oh yeah, go and contest. And in 2027, we are going to show you. So if you believe that you have the power in 2027 to show somebody, say, no be he get that place. Now, una put this man there. Why then do you now leave asking questions and holding people accountable, and you are now blaming religious leaders for the problems that we face?
Now, have you landed?
Okay.
I've landed.
Now, let me
You can
taxi.
fly.
Let me taxi and
Yes,
take
I've
off.
landed. I've landed.
All right.
Now, on the day of the election of this particular
In
man,
2023 now.
yes, that
Yes.
God gave to us.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I was awake.
Mm-hmm.
The man was also awake.
Mm-hmm.
And he was shaking.
Yes.
Because he know say, it don't be.
The Bible tells you watch and pray.
Really?
Yes,
You
watch
see-
and
you
pray.
see, you don't the
Now watch and pray. Watch and pray.
Now,
You
now,
dey pray, you dey
wait,
watch.
Wait, relax. So he already even did the statement. Say, come on, they collect this photo. These people don't. Now, that woman, by God's grace.
Oh.
God touched. Yeah,
Oh.
you dey play into my.
throw
I dey talk.
shade.
I dey throw you
Oh.
shade. You dey enter.
No, you know they throw me shade.
by
You know they
God's
throw me
grace,
shade.
according to people of my state. Now God give us, because the truth is, at that moment, we believed that if that woman said anything, he could have held water and he would have gone to court for the rest of his life and nothing will happen. But now we said it was God that brought that man to us through that woman. We didn't say it's our vote at that time because our vote wouldn't have counted. I'm telling you the truth.
That woman
So
had
we
the power of choice.
So we
You said you just said it.
we
The
didn't
woman
say-
had the
we
power
didn't
of
say
choice.
power of
But she
choice.
said she would not compromise her
However
belief.
material.
She would not
However
compromise
material.
her belief.
What you're saying is true. I believe you. What you're saying is true. But I'm also saying that who did we blame it on that day? We said it was God. I said it was God.
And there's nothing wrong with
Because-
that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
no.
Because your
Okay.
belief
On
is
that
one
day,
thing.
I want to
Because
say
you know that
something.
you were
It's
saying,
different.
you know why I'm saying this? Because he said that we did not tie that victory.
I want to
God,
say
that it was
something.
people's votes. I'm telling you that.
No.
No.
No,
Hold
no.
on.
I'm
Hold
telling
on.
you,
He did not tie
the
it
same
to
people are telling
religious
that man.
leaders.
The same
Hold
people
on.
are telling that man that, oh yeah, Shebi, you get level, go collect form, may you come contest, and in 2027 we go show you.
You know
Why
say-
those people
you
know they
know
talk
say-
say God go,
you know say-
God go cover the state.
Wait, you know say
hold on.
if
Hold on.
mathematics, if they run their mathematics well,
Hold on.
Incoming.
Hold on.
Yeah.
if
Hold
it's
on.
still the
Daddy
top,
freeze.
I want
Let's
to.
take.
No impossibility.
I want to bring a perspective to this.
Yes.
Once again, I quote
Statistics.
Are
Okay.
Kabiesi Bamofin Afe Babalola.
your
He
uncle.
said in the 1930s, before Islam and Christianity as we know it today gained preeminence, when Nigerians were worshipping their traditional,
Yeah.
that a woman would leave a sack of oranges and the amount of money to buy the oranges and a bag of money by the side and a knife to peel the oranges. You will get there. Let's imagine oranges 2 naira and you hold 10 naira and you feel like eating 2 oranges. You take 2 oranges, you peel them, you eat them. There's a
the
little
money there.
nylon that she put, you throw it there. You put the 10 naira inside and you take 6 naira change by yourself and you continue your journey. When the woman returns from her farm of wherever it is she's going to, she will meet her money complete and her oranges sold, or whatever is left, she will meet it equally.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to steal orange. Nobody's going to steal money. Today in Nigeria, the money there your pocket, they thief am.
Yeah, so I really just cut down.
I'm saying it came hand in hand. Just the way the religion goes hand in hand with poverty. This influx of Western religions into Africa have made us more corrupt. They were shouting corruption in the 1980s. It's not like what it is today.
No.
Idi Agbon and Buhari came in, and out of 19 governors, they sent 15 to prison. If you look at the corruption that they said those people did, compared to what they are doing and getting away with in 2026. My question once again is, I don't think there is any political leader in Nigeria that is atheist or even traditionalist.
Maybe
Advancement
maybe
is
They
by
are
default.
all
maybe
Christians or Muslims. Mention one political leader.
Advancement of anything in this world is by default.
No,
The
but
world
as it
in
is advancing,
1992
are we getting any?
is never going to be the same as
So
the
it
world
will
in
get worse.
2000.
No,
It
but
has to
Canada,
get worse.
Canada is
It has to
better in
get worse.
2026
You
than it
don't
was in
understand.
1992.
Whatever
China
is
is better
getting
in
worse is
China
not
in
as a result of
1992.
religion.
Dubai was begging Africa for investment. Today, Dubai is like heaven.
it has to get worse.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So how
But
come
there are
the
so
more
many,
we
there
get
is
religious,
advantage.
the more prayer houses, the worse the corruption is?
That's because we fail to do what is right, and it has nothing to do with
And
religion.
that's just religion
We fail to do what is
still
right,
trying
and it has
to
nothing to
fix
do with
it.
religion.
How is
So
religion
if
trying
we
to
say-
fix it? It's
if
getting
we say-
worse.
So now, if we say we fail what to do what is right, and it has nothing to do with religion, why do we associate good behavior
With religion.
I
Now,
beg,
when
why
it is
una
bad,
think
wait,
say-
now relax. Now, when it's now bad behavior, it has
It's the
nothing to
devil.
do. Because they say, na church guy. We have expectations of people that worship. We have expectations.
When you say person na church,
Naturally.
when you say person na church guy or na church babe, now because you believe say the teaching when that person or the life when the person don't imbibe and waiting the person they do supposed to be worthy of emulation, because for that church or for that mosque they teach them to act in a certain way.
So
Let me
it's
ask you
not
a
the
question,
same thing that I
HM.
said earlier.
My darling,
telling you that
let
it's
me ask you this question.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you that don't blame religion, blame the people
Yeah,
now.
ask.
HM,
Yeah.
a native doctor in Anambra State, was called out by the government, escorted to the river, and he was telling his congregants that he can bring the crocodile out of this water and he can bless them. And they said, bring the crocodile, let's see. You know, if you bring the crocodile, they arrest him. How many pastors that have made claims that they can raise the dead have government actually taken to mortuary?
I feel like Nigerians are
Wait,
just...
I've not
The
finished.
Anambra example
I've
is
not
different
finished.
too. It's
I've not
different.
finished.
How is
I've
it
not
different?
finished. I've not finished. All the celebrities that died in the last 3 years, none was healed when they were sick. None was resurrected after they died. Mr. Ibu is a very good example because it was a progression. He was sick. Then his leg was amputated. They did not pray for his leg to grow back. They did not resurrect. They did not heal him. And then Ikukuma finally died and they could not raise him. We have a plethora of celebrities. We have Junior Pope, Onyeka Onwenu,
Saint Obi.
Saint Obi, Osinachi, that was singing in church. And I read somewhere that the pastor drove her to the hospital and went to heal people in another country. Read the testimony of the pastor, it's in the news. So my question comes back again. Is the government afraid of the church? Because the church will make claim that I raised the dead. The claim is, okay, you raised the dead. They took the native doctor and said, show us the crocodile. The crocodile did not come. Why don't they take pastors to mortuary? Sheun Kuti said, take these pastors to loot. If they cannot do it, they should be arrested. Obviously, the government is afraid of the church. And if the church knew its strength, if the church knew its reach, if the church knew its potential, they will power the people and the government will stand 10 toes, tippy toes, afraid of what the church can do. Right now, the government doesn't care because they've either...
They are hobnobbing.
See, there was one particular pastor, he had to sell one of his jets because the last government came and started putting taxes. Government removed taxes for them, remove this, waivers that. They're enjoying. They are not suffering like us.
Okay, so what you are
my
saying
God.
now is that because the religious leaders have been unable to march outside and come and talk and do protests, that is why Nigeria is still the way it is.
Absolutely. 100%.
I disagree.
We're not seeing
I
them.
disagree. I
100%.
think that like I said,
Okay.
2 plus 2 will never give you 5.
Yeah.
If you keep deploying the same wrong methods that give you a wrong result and you expect something different, you will never see it.
So you're saying that if the
we look
religious leaders march out, there'll still be no difference. That's what you're saying.
If you fail to
This
do what is
Nigeria
right, if you fail to do what is right,
No be religious
if you fail to
leaders
do
go
what
save
is right,
now, they
that
whine.
will stimulate maybe economic growth and allow for development. It's a problem now. Government no build roads where go open up inner cities, where people go come free, begin they do business. What do you expect? Look at the coastal road, for example. As government don't open coastal road, go far, we don't begin to see development left and right. You need things that would stimulate this particular action. And I am telling you that you cannot blame the religion because the religion not teach anything different. The religion, they teach the same thing. Like I asked, is John 3:16 in Nigeria different from John 3:16 in the Vatican? It's still the same thing.
Our case is different.
That is
Na
your
case.
interpretation
Na
now.
case.
Your
Na why
But you
interpretation.
said this John
different.
3:16 different.
In
And I said
Nigeria
our case is
different.
different.
Why is the
That's
case
because
different?
you
You
are wrongly interpreting
Our
it.
God hears us.
You are wrongly interpreting
You
it.
apply different things to different climes, right? You apply different. How?
See,
But
how-
development is
Our
development.
religious
That is free.
leaders are not teaching
Development
us
is
the
development.
truth.
Share countries
Okay,
where
okay,
religion
okay.
they know they They're not they advanced.
Okay, let's step a
No,
bit.
I feel like
the most
Nigeria is the problem,
advanced
not the
country.
religion.
The most advanced countries are irreligious. Just put it to Google.
Let-
Do you
let's
believe that
step-
we are not a
No.
religious
Advanced a
people?
country
What?
Do you
is,
believe
the
that we
less
are not a
religious they
religious
are.
people?
Oh,
Okay.
now you are making our point.
No, I am asking you a question. I'm
That
not
do
making
I-
your point. I'm asking you a
that
question.
do
I'm
I
saying,
believe-
do you believe that we Nigerians are not a religious
Wait till
people?
me, I know be say, wait, the actual good thing where they take the religion, they promote. Una know they
Titi,
accommodate.
that's not the
am.
answer
Where is
to
the
our
good
question.
thing?
Result. Tell me result.
Titi,
How you gonna
Titi,
take
that's
different
how the
results?
answer. Titi, I asked a question and I
Where is the
respected
good
that
thing?
answer.
Expectation for
No,
that your
I asked
answer,
the
oh.
question.
Now
You
my
are being
answer be
diplomatic. No,
that.
it's
I'm
not.
not
It's
being
not a straight
diplomatic.
answer. It's not a straight answer. Do you believe? You will say yes
Yes
or
or
no,
no. Okay.
and that will now prompt my
I
father.
believe that some Nigerians are religious and some are not. And it's the ones that are not that are causing all this problem that people are highlighting for us.
Okay,
And you
so-
cannot highlight just one problem and use it to sum up an entire
Please,
Okay,
please,
let's
do you
go
think, do you
into-
think that a
let's
higher number of Nigerians are more religious than a lower number?
I'm not sure. I know that you want to put me on top
Isn't
of
it?
hot
Isn't
seat.
it? Let's go into another problem that we
Melania,
think
sit
we've
down.
talked about
Sit down from
religion.
that
We've talked
question.
about religion and politics. So let's go around sex a bit and the pressure that it creates. So there's this notion, no sex before marriage. Do you think it's creating pressure or it's a good one?
We need to talk about so many things that have been tied with religion that don't necessarily belong with religion. And one is purity culture.
Mm.
You need to understand that the books, I'm a theologian, so I've studied the Bible. A lot of scholars, proper scholars, know that the Bible was written in a primitive society by primitive people, or compared to us, primitive people. Because look at David, for instance, marching across the town holding the head of Goliath. You understand? David's bride price for Saul's daughter was 100 foreskins from the Philistines.
Just
And David went, and to show that he's powerful, he killed 200 Philistines and brought their foreskins. It's not that mattered to me. It's the fact that Saul sat down and counted it to be sure it's 200 before he gave out his daughter.
That must have been a gory
So
sight.
imagine a human being walking through a city holding a bag of bola horns or boro or whatever it is that I want to call them. He's not a ritualist, you will call him.
Yeah.
So those were primitive societies. And these were primitive people.
Yeah.
And there were things that obtained there. Deuteronomy says when a girl is not found to be a virgin, she should be stoned in front of her father's house. So there was a penalty. A man can wake up and say, this girl was not a virgin. Her father actually has to come and show his bed sheet, her bed sheet. Something similar is practiced in Yoruba land. They will come and show your bed sheet. You understand that? Mobanle.
From the
They
wedding
will say Mobanle.
night.
I met her at home
Okay.
in Yoruba land. It was something similar that the Jews practiced back then. Today, I've heard of men who say, I don't want a virgin. The wala is too much. The attachment is too much. Let her go and open it somewhere and bring it home to me. Now, when it comes to sex before marriage,
Yeah.
in a primitive world where men owned women, I know the Bible, people don't like to accept this, but the Bible is patriarchal and misogynistic. You can't even argue it.
Okay.
A woman at every point in her life was owned by one of three people. Her father, who gave birth to her, he can sell her out as a slave to her slave master, or give out in marriage to her husband. At every point in the woman's life,
Somebody was owning her.
Yeah, but we did not
The
come out as
Old
a whole. Now
Testament.
we came from.
somebody owned you. A man was free. A father can sell his son into slavery, but must be set free after 6 years. The woman, once she's sold, she belongs to that new person. He does with her as he pleases.
Okay.
So in that society where women had few rights, men owned women, and women could not explore themselves. They were tied in the society, and the society functioned. But that society does not exist anymore. Now, women are liberated. Women have feelings. They can you can start having conversations with women about sex, and they can tell you things that we men used to talk about, and women will never talk about them even 20 years ago. Women will tell you that during my ovulation, I see a guy. One girl told me one, they said, during ovulation, even if ugly guy go begin, they find to me. Said it to my face without
Forbid.
hiding. So we have this new generation. Do I advise sex before marriage?
Yeah.
Let me be very honest, because I have a small church that I run. Do I? The answer is yes and no.
Chineke kwekwala ihe ọjọọ.
I
no,
advise.
why you not put the no
Hold
first?
on.
Say no and yes.
I advise that it is in your best interest to stay. But I will never condemn a couple that is engaged to be married and has sex as wrong.
Daddy Freeze, be like say me and you know they this.
No. Let me explain this to you properly.
Where do you stand?
Let me explain this to you properly.
Yeah.
Let me explain this to you
Yeah.
properly. Mary was going to be stoned if Joseph came out and said, the woman where I want marry don't get beleo. That's why the angel quickly ran to go and meet him and say,
Allah hear me.
collect the pikin. Now your pikin. The moment Joseph collected the pikin, nothing happened. They became husband and wife. In the Deuteronomy, in the Pentateuch, the Torah, the punishment for sleeping with your wife, with a woman, is you must marry her. As long as the woman is not pledged or married to anybody else. Once again, ownership. So if HM, who is married or not, his status is not important, meets her who is not pledged and single, if he sleeps with her, he must pay her father her bride price and marry her. That's the command.
Even now, I
So
will
in
drag you for
today's
your
world, now remember that women then got married in their teens and early 20s. There's nobody went to university, let alone do masters. Is it how to remove cotton from the fiber, or how to make ashoke that you want to use 15 years to learn and get PhD inside? By the time you learn in 4 years, you by 14, you have learned your mother's trade or your father's trade. You are ready to marry. The man is ready to marry 20, but if he doesn't have money, she marries an older man. Many traditions will not have a woman see her second period in her father's house. But today you want to do PhD, you want to do masters, you want to hustle, you want to walk, you want to buy car, you want to live on your own. How can I honestly tell a 30-year-old woman who is dating a 31-year-old man, but they can't get married because they never gather money for the next 4 years not to sleep with each other? I will be hypocritical.
So are you
You
saying
can
because
decide to be celibate.
the word has
Decide
advanced?
is their choice. It is hypocritical because let me tell you what I've seen as church leader. 2 people are celibate with each other, but they are not celibate with other people.
Yeah.
That's the hypocrisy.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
They get
Kula
it done
Hodge.
outside. There's also that getting it
I
done
know
outside.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
getting it.
Yeah.
They're getting it.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody fool you.
I don't understand.
They're getting
At
it.
this
Sunil
point,
Nketa.
That's why they have
it-
best friends, besties. That's why they are getting it.
So are you saying that the sex before marriage in this modern age cannot work?
I'm not saying it cannot work. I'm saying, does it work?
No sex before marriage, right?
There can and does are 2 different things. It can work.
But does it
Hold on,
work?
does
what do
it
you
work?
think? What do you
So
think?
I
Does it work?
think
Let's-
the teaching is essentially about principles
Thank
Okay.
you.
and people acting in a certain manner.
Yeah.
I agree that we live in a world that has changed.
Yeah.
Like the example that Daddy Freeze gave, have somebody who, unlike in the past, maybe did not have certain milestones to reach.
Yeah.
Certain milestones to reach. But in this age and time, you have people who it is not in their when they do a scale of preference, even follow from 1 to 5. It becomes problematic. And the human body also, maybe because you cannot even explain how you feel at a certain point. But when we speak about religion and speak about the power of choice, this is where it still comes in. When people talk about principles and what they believe in, and they stick to what they believe in, it is important that which you believe in and you believe it works for you, you should hold it dear to your heart.
To yourself.
Now, we have seen situations where people get involved and then run into problems at the end of the day. In this age and time, people speak about compatibility. Sexual compatibility
yeah.
has even now featured, it now features prominently
deletes, yeah.
where people talk about their situation. But if you never they do the thing, when you don't know how the thing they sweet,
do, yeah.
or your level of sweetness, or how to gauge your own sweetness,
Bam.
how you won't come begin to talk about sexual compatibility. We now live in a world where people give nomenclature to just about anything. Some people get intimate as a way of vibing. Yes, now. So people
No
get
be lie.
intimate as a way of vibing.
No be lie at all.
Some feel it is maybe their freedom to do what they want to do. So as somebody who is a Christian, I believe that the teachings, and I believe the teachings, and I adhere to these teachings. And I would want to encourage anybody who believes in such to follow what the teaching is. That the priest mentioned, misogyny, and how it would appear like, the woman is, the woman doesn't feature, doesn't feature as a major character. But we can make the argument of Eve from the rib of Adam, and Eve being a helpmate, playing a very critical role. In the African setup, people speak about the neck, how the woman is the neck, and without the neck, the head cannot move in directions where maybe you would now find headway. Even in the Bible, the husband is admonished to love the wife like Christ loved the church. And the love was so great that he even laid down his life. So if somebody teach you that kind of one, say you go come put down the woman, you don't go put down the woman. That's why when we speak, I speak about interpretation. And a lot of people misinterpret it. And that is where we are today.
I want to challenge you to...
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Don't be angry. I want to challenge you to what you just said. How many books in the entire Bible are written by women or attributed to women?
There are books in the Bible
Only
written by
one.
women.
Only one, Esther, in the current canon. That's the one we have.
Okay, the
In
current
the
canon.
Catholic canon,
The good news.
we have Judith and Esther, but we don't have Judith in King
Ruth.
James and...
Wetin do Judith? Why they come out Judith?
So one or two, max.
Yeah.
There are 66 books.
Mm.
It's not even up to
No,
5%.
but don't forget that there were more.
Hold on.
So it is a possibility that in compiling,
That, but
It is
They intentionally remove the women.
No, okay, another question. Answer question
They
2.
mistakenly remove the women.
Answer question 2.
Yeah.
Christ had 12 disciples,
No woman.
not one woman.
but the decision wasn't about the agenda.
Uh-uh.
Who was the first person
If
that saw
Christ
Christ?
came today, can he have 12 disciples? Make woman, no, they make the whole world not born.
No, but who was the first person that saw Christ?
Mary Magdalene.
Uh-huh.
And it was written in a man's book.
But it was Mary Magdalene that first saw
It
him.
was not written in the book of Mary.
So if
Now, Mary saw him.
Woman, no, they
Imagine,
write all those times.
imagine third-hand gist. Mary saw him at resurrection. Christ told her to go and tell the disciples where he was going. But it was written in a man's book, not in her book.
Mm.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Because I'm trying to distinguish
Yeah.
between cultural practice
Yeah.
and religious
Religion.
practice. Because some of the things that I'm hearing
Yeah.
as regards this woman man
this,
thing
yeah.
is
Yeah.
sounding more cultural,
Cultural.
than religious to
Mm.
my ear.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like when Daddy Free said the woman had to show her shit.
Meet her at
Yeah.
home.
It didn't sound to
Religion.
me like
to
a
you. Religion.
something. So I'm going to ask, don't you guys think that culture highly influences religion? Or the books, the holy books, were written by the influence of the
culture at the time.
At the time.
God will
Yeah.
bless you more than you have ever been blessed before in your
Agree
life.
too.
The Old Testament is Jewish tradition and culture. The New Testament is where Christ took God to the whole world. He was not God of the world before, he was God of the Jews.
So your conclusion now is that
So which means-
no
Wait, let
sex
us-
before marriage
Yeah.
should,
No,
we should
no,
regulate
no,
it.
No,
we are not
Titi,
saying
allow
it.
me to explore this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You know, you said
Yes.
God was the God of the Jews at the time.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Only.
this is making me to think
Yeah.
that we Africans, we had our gods.
Yes, absolutely.
What happened to our gods?
They brought Christianity and Islam,
there's African traditional religion.
which
Okay.
they arrest the practicer.
Because if
for
Daddy
not
Freeze
showing
is saying that the
crocodile.
Jews, if Daddy Freeze is
If
saying
we-
that the Jews, if Daddy Freeze is saying that God, the God that we serve right now,
Mhm. Is the
is
God,
the
of,
God
the
of the
Jews.
Jews.
God of Abraham, God of Israel.
do you understand? That makes me
That's in
inquire.
the Old Testament.
Please, if you are watching
I think
this
But our
these are
Lord
just-
Jesus Christ has come to fulfill.
They just they personalize
The scripture.
God,
and
you know.
save
Jesus
us,
is for
wait,
everybody.
and save us
and give us God.
So what happened to?
He's a God of me. He's a God of you.
Sorry,
he's a God
I'm
of Daddy
asking.
Freeze. He's a God of Titi.
This is a controversial question, but I'm throwing it. I'm a Christian, but I'm throwing this open to say if you're watching this, let me hear what you think.
Absolutely.
What gods were
Available at the time to us.
available
For the show.
What gods
Serving.
were
What did we
our
believe?
forefathers?
Mhm.
What was sustaining them at the
Yeah.
time?
Mhm.
Honestly, if you have a book that has to do with the religion of that, I want to know.
No, our own story is self-day now.
I want
In
to
the Igbo
know.
culture,
So
you
what
have the
happened to
chi.
those gods? What
You have
happened to
Odudua.
them?
You have
Let me
So
ask
why
you
did
a
we
question.
demonize? Were they not good people?
I want to ask you a
Were
question.
they not good people? Why
And
did we
you,
demonize
Titi,
them?
Do you remember a woman, even Alexis, you can put mouth,
Yeah.
called Mary Slessor?
Yeah.
What was she remembered for?
For stopping the killing of twins.
I love that.
But now wrong teaching now. Now she stop.
Good.
No, but she
Now,
stop.
That's
am.
what we,
Let
we
me-
knew
yes,
that
she
she
It was a
stopped
wrong teaching. No, she didn't stop. It was a wrong teaching.
Who
Let me
stopped it?
explain
What
how it
happened?
happened to you.
Who tell you say now
Let me
she stop?
explain.
am?
Let me explain how it happened to
People
you.
were making efforts already.
Yeah, they were
she
making
amplified
efforts,
it maybe because
but
she
Sorry,
no,
guys,
missionary.
it's water.
No, let
If
me
you're not
explain it
drinking
to
it, I
you.
will drink it.
Hold on, let me explain it to you properly. Now, the Calabar people
Yeah.
were misrepresented as evil people because they were killing their twins.
Mhm.
But that's not what the real story is.
Mhm.
Apparently, the Calabar people had a god, I've forgotten what the god is, that had two sides, like the Chinese yin and
And
yang.
yang.
So twins were now seen as a representation of that god, and twins were worshipped until the white man came.
Mm.
So when he came, he now said, burn down everything that has to do with this your God, because this your God is the devil. And that is how the zealous new converts started
Started
burning
killing.
down the shrines and then transferring it to the twins, the innocent twins. So Mary Slessor came to stop what her people started. It was not like that originally. It was
Originally twins used to live.
They were
supposed to
worshipped.
be-
They were
We
like
know
they
they
were
take
gods.
children play for
things,
this part of the world now.
There
We
was
don't take children play.
just like in Yoruba land.
We know they take children play now.
Ibeji now Orisha.
Oh, please let me run this through again. I'm so sorry. This is a learning curve for me because
Yeah.
I didn't know these things.
Yeah.
So these twins were deitified.
Yes. Until Jesus came. And then the deity became the devil. Then people...
No, it was the misrepresentation of the
No.
missionaries that came,
Listen,
not Jesus.
But they did
oh.
what they knew.
Listen,
But they did
and
what
this
they
is what
knew.
they do. Every religion, you are going to hell, HM, in somebody else's religion.
Yeah.
Just know
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
Every religion comes and says, no religion says you can, no Christian will tell you, we and the Muslims are
Can
worshiping the same
cohabit,
God.
yeah. Mhm.
The Muslim will tell you if you don't pray 5 times a day, you will not make heaven. The Christian will tell you if you don't accept Christ as your Lord and Savior, you will not make heaven.
burst.
So what they do is, it is this either Pepsi or Coke ideology. Is either all or nothing, black or white thinking. So they come and they don't say, okay, wow, you guys are practicing this. Well, you can have Jesus on the side. They say, that thing you are practicing is idol worship. That is a representation of the devil. And then they start to burn shrines. They start to preach against their worship. So the people now convert to this new religion and then start seeing their own old religion as evil. Haven't you seen people who, they will tell you, this calabash, don't burn it. I'll give you a personal example. There was a woman, there was a calabash in the house. They said, the husband said, don't touch the calabash. It is our. One day the woman went to go and join one Daddy Jews church. They came to pray in the house. The pastor said, what was that? He said, He said, bring it. He took it outside, broke it, and lit fire. The man no last 1 week.
Oof.
So I have a little story to tell. I have this tattoo here. It's a yin yang.
Yeah.
I have this tattoo here. It's the hamster's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a cross on my body. I'll get one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably get the moon too,
Mhm.
if I want.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was going to the gym and a boy approached me. And he was like, can I talk to you? I'm a pastor and evangelist.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I saw the tattoo on your hand and I wanted to approach you. So I said, okay, I'm listening. And he said, do you know that what you have on your body is bad? I dropped my water bottle. I was at the counter. I wanted to check in. I dropped my water bottle. I said, tell me about it. I said, yeah, because I said, first of all, hold you right there. I want to explain to you. This is balance.
Mm.
In life, there will always be the good and the bad.
Yeah.
It's balance. If you're demonizing it or trying to make it idolatry or whatever, it's on you. But this is balance.
Isaiah
And
45 verse 7.
And for me,
God created good and evil.
and for me, I believe it, and that's why I put it on my body.
yeah.
I
Bless
believe
you.
that you mustn't always get it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get bad, sometimes you get good,
good.
and that strikes a balance.
Mm.
This is a representation of a Chinese tradition. That's if I'm correct. Yeah, I think it's a Chinese tradition, yin yang. I said, no, it does not represent I said, so what do you want me to do? You want me to remove it? He said, no, I don't need to tell you to remove it. By the time I
The Holy
follow
Spirit.
up with you and talk to you and we communicate by yourself,
You have
when
the
you have a
conviction.
conviction, you're going to remove it by yourself. I said, depart from me.
That guy, now the salvation when they teach him.
Nah,
I
they
said,
teach you that
depart
people
from
that.
me.
Mm.
I have a pastor. I worship in a church and I have a pastor. My pastor has never judged me. My pastor has never said, my pastor is very liberal. He'll ask you, hey, what's the meaning of this one? Isn't me? And I'll be like, it's balance. He say, okay, oh, do you understand? He outrightly told me, this
He
is bad.
judged you.
But this is a representation of somebody's religion. And that is why I agree with Daddy Freeze when they say religions antagonize each other. And that causes division. And that is the problem that we have in the world. Now, I'm not saying Nigeria. That is what we have, problem that we have in the world. They're antagonizing each other. This one is bad. But I tell you what, if I had a cross with Jesus on it,
Yeah, it might seem acceptable to
it
him.
would have passed. It would have been a good thing. There are people who believe in snakes. And oh my God, they draw snakes on their whole body. That's what they believe in. When did we move from... And that's what he said about demonizing. And that's why I had to ask this question. Again, I'm a Christian. But I'm saying that...
You don't want to draw cross.
And then I'm...
You don't want to draw cross.
Before I said... Before I said...
Jesus
Before
on
I
your
said...
body.
Before I said...
You are not a
Before I
Christian.
said... Before I said...
You are drawing yin yang balance.
Before I said these things that I said, what did I say? I said I'll probably get a cross. I didn't say probably. I said I will get a cross and I will probably get a moon. Moon is Islam.
Yes.
I'll probably get a moon. Do you understand?
So you have turned your body to...
I want to ask you.
So what I'm
Adding
saying
everything
is,
together.
why can't we
Religions.
live and let live? Religion is causing division in the world.
But I disagree. There are people who live and let live.
Hold on.
Daddy
Then
Freeze
no.
mentioned that
I want to ask Zini
the
a
first lady
question.
of this country is a
Zini.
deacon.
Zini.
But her husband is Ahmed. He's a
Zini.
Muslim. But they live together. Babatunde Raji Fashola's wife is a deacon too.
So you believe that religion is not causing division in
I want
Nigeria?
to ask
I
you a
say it is
question.
the
Zini.
adherence.
I want to watch you lie to me.
No. Every religion preaches tolerance. At every celebration, people say, let's live as one. Let's come together. I say it is the misinterpretation that is responsible. Even in
What we are suffering as terrorism
Daddy
in the
Freeze.
country, is it not as a
Daddy Freeze. No,
a
it's
result of belief?
No. It's as
People
a,
believe something and they are running with it. So any other person, if
it's
you
as
don't
a
do it in that
result
way,
of it's
they
as
are
a
out.
result of bad people. Because
Who are the bad people?
they are bad. It's their choice.
What is making
Hold
them
on.
bad? Is it not their belief?
Wait,
and they're acting on
are
their
you telling me
belief.
that the only people who are victims of acts of terrorism are not Muslims? There are Muslims who are also in fact, many of them they suffer the consequences more, because what you would expect if a terrorist attack happens in maybe Zamfara that is dominated by Muslims, who are the people that are most likely going to be at the receiving end? So those people, you don't get anything to do with religion. They are just bad people.
I want to ask Zini a question.
That
and
is
with
I
that,
think say two
and
of
with
us.
that,
dey-
I want to
say we
roll
dey
you under
promote-
the bus.
I say we
I
dey-
want to ask you one question,
No,
Zini.
don't worry,
Don't worry, it's a neutral
My
question.
co-debater, my co-debater.
It's a neutral
Why are you
question.
throwing me under the bus in
Scatter
front of the
since-
panel of judges
since.
and our opposition?
It's a neutral question.
Okay.
Is Christianity a religion?
Yes, it is.
Is Christianity a religion?
Yes.
Is Christianity a religion?
Yes.
Alexis, is Christianity a
believe so.
religion?
You're asking the judge right now?
Sorry.
Really?
No, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah.
Is it a religion?
Yeah, it's a way of life. So yeah.
Way of life is
She wants
different
to
from
come-
religion.
she wants to come-
So is it a way of life or is it a religion?
It's a way. I feel it's a way of life.
Let me tackle you here.
Okay.
A way of life is something you do
Mm-hmm.
normally. It's your way of life. You don't stop to do it.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's a way of life. Christianity is meant to be a way of life. Christianity is not meant to be a religion, but it has become a religion. They are right, the three of them. Let me explain this to you. There is no Bible verse that shows how you conduct a wedding ceremony in Christianity.
Yeah.
There is no Bible verse that shows how you dedicate a child.
So I don't even want to go for that.
So that one that
This
Jesus went and
yeah.
drank wine, Abi, they and
No,
gave
they
them
didn't
wine.
say- they didn't
how
say
it
how
He
wine
happened.
attended as a guest, and the only
Now,
contribution was he
drink.
took alcohol there.
Yes.
That's the only
He turned it
contribution.
to
He
What
went
wine.
there
of
with
two
Shiloh.
shall? What of two shall become one? How will two become one?
They don't put that for
The
them.
way the two become one is up to the culture
Sure.
of the people.
Yeah.
So Christianity can only be a way of life if it accommodates your cultures, which include your beliefs.
Yeah.
There are many instances in the Bible where scholars have argued that they cast lots, which can be like our Ifa. Joseph had a cup he used for divination. When Christ was on the cross, they cast lots. To pick the representation, the replacement for Judas, they cast lots. Ifa is our tradition.
Yeah.
It is not an evil tradition. It is not from Satan.
Yep.
I don't see somebody who is casting Ifa lots as not a Christian. I don't see it as idol worship. It is our culture and tradition. I can be a Christian. What makes me a Christian? Accepting Christ as my Lord and Savior. That's paramount. And living in love. Every other thing added is religion. So if you say Christianity is a way of life, it is not a way of life. Because we have imported the Oyinbo man's marriage style. White wedding. White wedding is not biblical. It's the traditional wedding of our colonial masters.
And people are no longer drinking palm wine during traditional wedding.
If,
They are using
if
Fanta
Christ,
and
God will
Coke
bless you.
and
If,
wine.
if
Yes,
Christ,
because
they are drinking
And it's supposed to be
non-alcoholic
Ibanku.
wine.
Yes, Ibanku.
They are drinking non-alcoholic grape wine from abroad. The reason why Christ drank alcoholic grape wine at the wedding was because that's the traditional wine of the
of
people.
the people.
If Christ was from Enugu
Na palm wine, na
and
wine.
the
Don't
wedding was
sauce.
not done in Cana, it was of Galilee, it was done in Enugu. Now palm wine, Christ for turn
drink.
water too.
No be lie.
So we have to be careful when we're importing other people's cultures and doing away with our own. We have wine, we don't need theirs. Let's
wine.
make our wine.
Yeah.
That's the way grape wine went across the world and it became a thing. Meanwhile, palm wine, nobody
Palmy.
knows it.
With bush meat.
I think it is instructive to say that whether we like it or not, if we look at other parts of the world where they measure development, looking at the effect on the people and the impact it makes on the people, we as a people cannot claim to be a religious people when whatever the teachings are, we are seeing the opposite.
Okay.
Say, for example, if the girl child can go on to excel and become great in Qatar, why do the Taliban, for example, in Afghanistan, stunt the growth and development of the girl child? If we say as Christians, some people say, oh, in this country we worship God and we are seeing his grace and mercy, and they are developing, and we claim that we are Christians, we believe in God, and God's plan for us is of good and not of evil. Why it be say we and evil they live side by side? So I think while we have this argument for and against, it's important to point out that our religious leaders have tremendous influence. And if there are people who, after they become elected into office, swear by the Quran and swear by the Bible and treat you with respect, we have seen 7 presidents in this country kneel before religious leaders and receive their blessings. If you, with the office you occupy and the powers that you wield, can kneel before somebody because you believe this person is a special person and God has ordained this person and given this person power, then why not do the right things and solve problems? I don't expect religious institutions to fix all the problems and fix all the issues. In fact, if it is not as a result of the failure of institutions, there would be no need for them to set up missionary schools, set up hospital outreaches that would help people or go to prisons and bail people. So please, our leaders, do the needful So that this argument we will get
Yeah,
to the
Yeah,
last.
shout
Well,
for
wait.
that, man, I know.
When me and Titi don't date this place,
Wait,
like
that
say,
is one beat us.
Right to that.
when we say with the
Man, I
face,
know
like,
best I shout for now.
when we like say with the face fire this
No, but
squad.
Zini, I owe you a beer. It's not that I don't drink beer.
Where is the name shot for us? Say we did not go to match. So please, our leaders,
Yes.
it's not just to on inauguration they carry Bible, carry Quran. Una go would they say una every religious celebration, una they admonish, una they pray for peace, una they do this, una they do that, and yet we not they see the results. Then it means say una not be true adherents of the faith.
Na
It
the
means
wine
you are not a devout Christian, you are not a devout Muslim, and you are a wicked human being. If you profess this, profess that, and then the people are suffering. Because the Bible says that when the righteous, yes now,
Say,
when the
Why is it
righteous
the
rule,
Bible?
when the righteous rule, the people rejoice.
Yes.
So it means that you people are not righteous people.
Now why we know they
On
rejoice.
that note, we're taking final words. I like that one to
Yes.
summarize it. That the freeze or is
No,
it somebody has to say something to
let my pastor of the free the sheep of the free the
Let
sheep
him round it up
nation
with the
go.
final words for us. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we have a balance.
Okay. Someone asked me once,
Yeah.
what is Nigeria's biggest problem?
Mm.
I said Christianity.
Mm.
The person said, okay, how do you solve Nigeria's biggest problem? I said Christianity.
Mm.
He said, how can Christianity be the,
The problem be the solution.
and the
Yeah.
solution?
Mhm.
And here's where I tie with husband material.
Mhm.
The reason why Christianity is causing division, the reason why it is spreading lies, and we're not working on immorality and all the things that we
Yeah.
have, is because a wrong version of Christianity is being taught.
Sure.
An ignorant, selfish, greedy, and we can't blame it on the pastors 100%. In fact, as a matter of fact, we blame it more on the people, because 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3 and 4 says, a time will come when the people who are not willing to listen to sound doctrine will gather for themselves teachers who will tell them what their
What they
itchy
want to hear.
ears want to hear, and they will chase after myths.
Mm.
So in as much as the pastors are at fault, the people are more at fault, because if you preach a good message, nobody will follow you. So before you know it, you don't begin to preach what you want me to
Wait,
listen
yeah.
to.
No be lie.
John the Baptist, repent, the end, the kingdom of God is near.
Mhm.
Christ preached repentance. He preached love.
Mhm.
Paul in Galatians chapter 5 summed all the law of Moses, all 613 laws, into love your neighbor as yourself.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, if you practice that in Nigeria, you will not elect a bad leader.
Mm.
Somebody said the former vice president had no power. I said so, but he had the power to resign. If he loved his neighbor, he reached there, he said, enough, he walk. Since me holding this office is going to mean I'm not going to be able to love my neighbor as myself as a pastor, here is my resignation. I swear to God, I will have respected him. But you were part of the system and you are now telling us you could not do anything. While you were at the system, they were flying you with the jet, you were chopping money, you were representing president, the honorable thing that I can't do anything, I will resign. So here's the message, the true message of Christianity, which is what HM is saying. The true message of Christianity will set Nigeria free. Christ said, do not be careful when you own two clothes, you want to own the third one. Don't have two shirts when your neighbor does not have one. If we practice that today, politicians will not have 15 cars. And there are people who don't have
That are
cars.
trekking.
Politicians' children go to school in the abroad. A soldier was sacked. I was still talking about it on my page today. And arrested because he said our politicians should carry their children to join army so that all of them could go and face Boko. If you lose one or two children, you go know how they be. Our politicians and leaders' children I beg your pardon, before they say Agbagan, cannot be in Yale and Harvard, while the children of the poor are going to face Boko. And they dare talk, they lock them in prison. So Christianity and the good teachings of Islam that worked in, you mentioned Qatar, you mentioned Dubai, you mentioned Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, in the teaching of Islam, I'm not a Muslim scholar. I know very little. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. Says if one person goes hungry in a town, the whole town is cursed. And there was a man that was mentioned as a friend of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, used to go during famine from house to house and ask people, "Una don't chop." Because if there was one person who did not eat, the whole town was cursed. And he said one night as he was going back home, he had checked the whole village, everybody was fine. He couldn't hear cry from far. He now went there and saw a woman boiling stones while her children were crying. He now asked the woman, "Why didn't you talk? Do you want this town to be cursed?" The woman said she was boiling the stones so that the children will have hope that there's food coming. After a while, they will sleep. This man went home, packed foodstuff himself, and took it to the woman. Now, he could have given her the foodstuff. But guess what? If those children don't eat and go to sleep, the curse is on them. So not only did he have to give her the food, he had to join her to cook the food, wake the children up, and make sure they ate the food to avoid the curse. If that is the Islam that we are taught today, Nigeria will be better than Dubai. Nigeria will be better than China. Nigeria will be better than Japan. You see, one of our biggest problems is the doctrine of Christianity called unmerited favor. I agree with unmerited favor in only one instance. You do not merit Christ as your Lord and Savior. Anything else, you must merit it. Unmerited favor, just look at our leaders. Mention one leader in Nigeria that merits to be
The
in
favor
that
they are
office.
getting.
So you are here praying for unmerited favor. Father, promote me to where I don't have the promotion to be. Then they will quote Moses. Moses was the most educated Israelite. According to Acts chapter 7, he learned the highest knowledge of the Egyptians. Only he went to school with the Egyptians, according to Acts chapter 7. So don't think that Moses was a reject, a stammerer. No. He was the most intelligent. He was the best candidate, education-wise. And my prayer for Nigeria is every person who was promoted was given unmerited promotion should be demoted to where they deserve. And everybody who was demoted but deserves the slot that he's missing out on should be promoted. That way Nigeria will make sense.
I want to say something.
Powerful.
I want to say something. So I'm an Abia State girl.
Yeah.
And I'm in Lagos because I came from a state that was not working at the time. If my state was working,
You wouldn't be here
in Lagos. I was excited that my youth service brought me to Lagos. And we have a new governor. Not that new anyway. He is an example that these things can actually work. Somebody can actually try. So now we cannot say the job is too much and they are overwhelmed. The thing is, they have not started. Nigerians are not difficult to please. I say so myself. This coastal road here, everyone is happy. But let me tell you, that is the barest minimum. Street lights. I was driving and my sister was like, "Yo, they put street lights." I was so angry because this is the barest minimum. Why are you happy for street light that cannot even shine bright like that? So you see that Nigerians are not difficult to please. You are only not trying. So if my governor can try, then you all can try. My state is not the best state yet. I don't agree that my state is the best state. But at least we have somebody that is trying. Because if you know where the state was some 4 years ago, you will know that you don't need to do too much. I went home last Christmas. I was happy to be on the road. I didn't want to be in my father's house. I wanted to go somewhere because the roads were good. So I plead with all our leaders. I plead with all our governors. I plead with people in respectable positions, people that have been given offices. We are not looking for a perfect leader. We are looking for a leader that tries.
And God-fearing.
And God-fearing. All right. Well, so do you have anything you want to say so that we wrap up? Or we're good? Nothing.
We're good.
We're
They
good.
should just try so we can stop blaming religion for it.
So thank you very much, Alexis Ukpap. A round of applause for our moderator.
Thank you. Panel of judges. Panel of judges.
Hopefully,
Who won?
bring you back.
Who won? We're going to check it out.
hopefully in 2027,
Yeah.
during the presidential debates,
Bam.
Yeah, we are going to see more of you.
Thank you so
Because
much.
you did a fantastic
And
job.
if you wear that cap you wore last week, I will
Remember,
flame it.
I beg, tap, send. If you want send money, Canada, USA, Germany, UAE, anywhere around the world, and you don't want any issues, tap, send. With tap, send, you have no problems at all. Smooth, fast, easy, efficient. And then when you use our code, HonestBunch20, your first transaction, you'll get percentage inside. No other person will give you now, only tap, send. A round of applause for us. We tried. Because sometimes it's not easy to defend some things.